Bits. My hair's doing bits. Yo, what is going on, guys and gals, and welcome back to a special pre-season, mid pre-season kind of episode where I've kind of set up a cup. Now, like an idiot, I just called it the Home Park Cup with no kind of originality or no kind of thought behind it. I think going into the next few seasons, I'll obviously come up with some better names for it as it goes on. So, if you joined us at the end of last season, you will obviously notice that we went up into the Premier League and the board gave us 36 million to spend on players. So, what I thought I'd do in this episode is, as well as play the cup, I will also have a little look on transfers we brought in. All of the good stuff, like to find out where we are set and ready to go into pre-season, people we've sold and all that, and find out who we've got in the first game of the season, and we'll obviously come back and do the first game of the Premier League season. So I won't keep you waiting anymore. We will jump right in and have a look around, find out what's going on. We've got Charlton. I invited Charlton, Salzburg and Standard Liège to the Home Park Cup. So those are going to be the games. Obviously the draws are random, so I could have got any of the three teams, but I did end up getting Charlton, which is obviously the easiest of the draws, but it makes for a more interesting, harder final, which I guess if I get through should be decent. So on the more interesting things, who have we managed to get in? So looking at it, we'll start from the obviously beginning of the transfer window. So we'll start with the earliest that come in. We have taken a risk on Unahar Babascu. He's a decent Premier League player, could improve a lot. He's not got too many weaknesses. He's been out for a little while. I've not had the chance to play him, recovering from a hip injury, which kept him out really long term for 3 months. So I'm hoping he's gone away, got himself all better, and it's not going to be something that he did it in training as well, 3 months. He's not a player who seems to get destroyed saying that. In 2020 did pick up a cruise ship, but he doesn't seem to suffer. So he doesn't seem to suffer too badly with injuries. It's not anything on his reports. He's not injury prone or anything like that. We will see when he comes back. We will hope that he can fill in that support striker role and do some bits for us. We also have signed in Cameron Gamel, who was a youngster who's gone back on loan for a season to Wraith Rovers. No, to Ayr United. He's got a lot of developing to do, but he can potentially be Premier League standard. He's League One at the moment, so hopefully he'll get a lot of football. He's been playing for them. Hopefully he'll do some bits up in Scotland, progress, come back, and do some good stuff for us. We also got Cummings on a free transfer, who's just a backup goalkeeper. I just really needed a backup goalkeeper. We also got Marco Canna from Anderlecht. Got him for an absolute bargain price. We got him for $1 million. It's going to be some potential add-ons of 1.5. So 2.5 million overall for Marco Canna. I feel he's going to be potentially Premier League standard. He's decent at the moment in the Championship, but I feel this season playing him at first team, with Garrett backing him up anyway, we do have a backup for him. I think he's going to do all right in holding that defensive midfielder role for us. We have also brought in Etienne Green from Bordeaux, 5.5 million. He's a good League One player, which scares me the most, is that at this moment in time he is not very good. But he is going to be our keeper, and hopefully he can learn quick, develop quick. So actually put him on some double intensity training and hope that he can become a decent first team goalkeeper for us. Also brought in Anthony Roulat to play at centre back. I got him for around about 5.75 million. I'm hoping he's going to come in this season, develop again and do well. You'll notice I've gone young and I've gone for potential people who I hope can develop into good players as the season goes on. So looking further ahead, we did bring in Namdi Collins, who had a £6 million release clause. He's been with us every season. He played 33 games in the first, 39 games last season, and I think he is just going to keep on developing into a good player. So for 6 million, I couldn't really say no. At 20, over the next couple of years, I think he's going to be fantastic. But the problem again is he's good Championship, not decent Premier League, but that should hopefully change soon. We also brought in, who was our dearest this season, was Yusuf Shimiti. We've had him again for the past 3 seasons on loan. If you've been tuning into the series, you'll know. I'm hoping again that he can go on. Decent Premier League player, so he's actually got the bits already. So yeah, Yusuf Samiti. We also managed to get in Hannibal on a free transfer. I think he's going to do a decent role in midfield centre for me. Again, decent championship, but again could improve a lot. So I'm hoping come the middle of the season he's going to be firing all cylinders and doing well for us. Steven Sessegnon is going to be a sub right back. On the outs, I've also sold quickly. We'll just switch the outs super quickly. I've sold Bowden Stevens. I managed to get 6 million for Stevens, and Adam Devine, who was kicking off about a new contract and made the rest of the squad unhappy, so I sold him. Hence the reason I've had to bring in a couple of right backs. I brought in Aaron Corporal on a free transfer. It was just a youngster for the under 21s. I brought in Facundo Bayakunte from Brighton on loan. He's the one person that I've bagged in on loan, and I'm hoping he's going to do well on that inside forward role. I know he's good. I've had him for Brighton before, and he's ended up breaking his way into the first team, so that could be quite interesting. Hugill, Wakefield, Warrington, all for the under 21s. I brought in Kieran Boland. I needed a right back, and I just wanted a young one. I took a gamble without any scouting or anything for him. It turns out that he's only going to be a championship standard player, so a bit of a waste of money, but hopefully in time I should be able to make a bit of a profit off of him. On that case as well, I've also brought in Owen Matthews, who I was hoping was going to be a decent striker. He had quite good physicals for like 18, and I thought, well, you know, 6'2", maybe, just maybe, but after getting him in, he's not going to be fantastic or appear that much. I've also got in at right back to cover Devine leaving. I brought in Arne Martinez, who ends up being like one of the best right backs on the game. So I've not had him yet, but I know he does get very, very good. So with a bit of luck, he will develop. He's a decent Premier League player, could improve slightly anyway. So hopefully he'll keep on developing and do really, really well. And to back up the striker role, Yusuf Samiti, because I haven't really had the best strikers, although Freddie Draper has done bits, but I don't think he's going to be ready for the Premier League. So I've gone in for Ivan, and I'm hoping with a bit of luck, with a bit of maybe playing in the under 21s as well, this dude can back up Shamiti when needed and if needed. And that will complete the full transfer roundup. I'm still trying to loan out Callum Burton and get rid of him. Early's going to go, and I'm hoping to get rid of Tariq Wright as well. Although if Tariq Wright doesn't go, I'm not going to be too disappointed at that, as I do feel that I do need just the bodies really, and I think Tariq Wright just being a body, being about. In fact, I'm going to take him off. He's unavailable for loan, so you can just bugger off. I think going in, I think we're going to struggle, as I've got a lot of sort of good championship players who are going to be like getting good for the Premier League. So I'm just hoping this year we can hold on for our socks, do the best we can, and hopefully, just hopefully, stay in the Premier League. Season preview, and the season preview's got a 700-1 rock bottom of the league going into the season, so we'll do super well. We've spent all the budget, so we don't have any more money. All the players we're going in with are the players we're going in with. 0 left, as y'all can see. There could be maybe just a wiggle for a loan, but there's not anyone. I almost got Badia Shile at centre back and was going to play Namdi Collins at right back. That almost happened, but unfortunately it didn't. So yeah, looking at it, that is what it's going to be going into the very first game of the season as a Premier League squad. We're screwed. But I did say that about the Championship, and we won it. Can you imagine? So anyway, let's go in to the Charlton game. I will name what I think is just the best starting 11 as usual, and I'll be back just after we do that. Okay, I just hit a quick pick, and it's give me my best starting 11, except for Shamiti, who isn't about anyway. Oh yeah, he is. He's on international duty, so that's fine. Ivan will get his debut. They're actually playing Whittaker. Oh yeah, that is actually because Babascu is injured long term, so he's going to be back. When is he actually back in full training? 5 to 10 days. Okay, lads, you take your time. It's no mad rush. So our team going into this is going to be, for some reason, Cummings in goal, Martinez, Roulat, Collins, Sessegnon at left back, Joe Garrett as Canna, I'm pretty sure, is away on international duty, Facundo, Whittaker, Pereira on the left, and Ivan up front. So let's give this a whirl and see how we get on. Jill Sparroway's going to get a start in the Home Park Cup against Charlton. Why not? He's my little under 21 little like prospect dude. Let's do it. Pre-season cup, of course, which we will hope to win. But people might say, why don't you sim it? It's pre-season. But I just thought it'd be a fun episode to do. Fill you all in just so you know what's gone on before the start of the season. And you know, just a little insight episode. We're favourites here. I want us to play like it. Let's go, boys. Oh, Ivan, quickly. Oh, it's going to be an instant highlight. Hannibal. Facundo with a great cross. Oh, and Ivan scores. Is that 1-0 already? No way. Within 6 seconds. Facundo on the right whips it in, and Ivan appears between two defenders to tap it in at the back post. 2 minutes in, Collins. Hannibal. Nicely to Pereira, Sessignon. Oh, unlucky from Pereira. Ivan. Development training. He tries killer balls often. It was an interesting prospect. I did not expect him to get a goal 6 seconds into starting. So been a quicker goal on Football Manager. Anyone seen than that? Facundo. Oh, it's unlucky. It was a lovely cross from Arnau. On a wage break, Charlton. Oh, it was unlucky from them. "20 minutes gone, and you know, I was expecting maybe another goal after we got the opener and super early. So let's Sessignon to Garrett. Oh no, does well on that right hand side. Gives it back to Garrett into Sparroway, and the youngster. He's only little. He's so little, isn't he? Garrett slips it inside to Sparroway, turns onto his left foot, slots it in past the keeper. I think it's got a little deflection. Is there a way to offer him any contract? No, he's due to sign one, which is great. Yeah, he's only 5'6". Ivan tried to flick it on. He was unlucky not to get there. Kirk picks it up. It's flicked in, Morgan. Oh, and that's silly. It's bad defending. I think it was Namdi Collins that let him get in behind. Like, Namdi Collins needs to be attacking that. Like, why is he pausing? What's he? Let's demand a little bit more. As 11,000 people have turned up here at Home Park for the friendly. That's not bad. Let's go, guys. Let's improve a little bit our second half, and you know, let's get a couple more goals on a new pitch of undersaw heating. Boop 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 boop. Arc at us and that new pitch of undersaw heating. Garrett Sparroway, Facundo sets out. I know, flips it in. Ivan, oh, dings it off the crossbar with another header. Puts himself about. are now. Facundo. Pereira, Ivan. Oh, and that was so unlucky. That's some lovely build-up. I felt that music was blaring. This went really loud all of a sudden, which nobody needed. Hannibal can get in for Doherty. Could Owen Matthews come in for there? No, I want Freddie Draper to get it. You might as well get with the game time. Callum Wright for Pereira. I'm going to let Sparrow finish as much as he can for Rob Atkinson. Galloway can get a little berth at left back. No, I don't want it to be Rob Atkinson. Tariq Wright for Facundo. Where's Whittaker for Tariq Wright. Oh, actually, no, Tariq Wright needs it. Bolton can get one at right back. Oh, Freddie. Maybe what we'll do is we'll Doherty, then we'll swap Garrett for Callum Wright. Swap Callum Wright for Freddie. There we go. And all of our youngsters get quite a nice little game then. Oh, that was unlucky, boys. Instantly, Callum Wright making differences. Nice work from Rulat at the back again. Being quite solid, but he's struggling finishing games, which doesn't fill me with joy. Come on, it's pre-season, boys. Let's have some fun with it. Let's see some more from you. Like we're having shots, but they've had as many in target as us. We've had almost double the shots. Nice. You're going to see it out. Just about. So we managed to see our way into the Home Park Cup semi-final. Yeah, some confidence. I wasn't expecting such a good performance. And we will see who we get in the final. Oh, it looks like we've got Salzburg. So we will see you at the team select screen for the Salzburg game. See you in a sec. So, guys and girls, it's not quite picked the team yet, but just to let you know, Standard Liège beat Charlton on penalty, so that was an interesting game. Didara scored 2 early on, and Charlton managed to drag 2 back and then won it on penalties. So, I've hit a quick pick to allow my assistant to select a couple of players. Callum Wright can go in the midfield. Get as many fit players in as possible. Atkinson can get a start. Switch those two over. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for now. And bring Freddie on for Pereira around half-time way. So much weakened squad. Etienne Green, Martinez then right back. Collins, Atkinson's early, Butcher, Callum Wright, Facundo on the left, Whitaker, Pereira, and Ivan again up front due to Schmidt being on international duty. Pressure is on. It's all about fitness. Have fun out there. Yeah, go on, I want to do that one. Have fun. Nobody expects us to win. Go out there and give it your best shot, lads. And let's see how we get on. Come on, Argyle. We're up against it as Red Bull Salzburg aren't the worst team in the world. Facundo with an early chat and didn't get the early goal. That's what we did last time. Pavlovic, Capaldo. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Oh, and Dejan Kamiri has put Red Bull Salzburg 1-0 in front. So we'll drop a bit of encouragement for the boys and see how we get on. As they're starting to get the better of the chances, holding the possession as well. It's half an hour gone. Drop another encouragement bomb upon them. Let's see what happens. As we, Pereira just couldn't get there. Dedic in space. Good save from Messi and Green. So we need him to get. Oh, near post header. Messi and Green. That's it. Slip under him. My biggest fear is my goalkeeper at the moment. I wonder if there is a goalkeeper out there who I could possibly loan. Oh, Andy Collins has picked up all his fitness is gone. He's exhausted. No, wrong choice that is. Damn it. It's not in the world though. I've got an idea, so. Dressing room. Friendly or not, that performance was unacceptable. Just demand a little bit more from him. What I want to do is go Bolton for you. Swap Galloway in. He really does need some fitness. Facundo's really not playing well. But then Tariq Wright is absolutely on his ass. But he could do it at game time. Ivan for Freddie Draper. He also could do it at game time. Pereira for Isaac. And then we'll just let it play out for a little bit. See how we get on for this second half. Amru did well. Switches it. Pereira does pick it up early. Coming down the left. Switches it inside. Oh, that's unlucky. And they break big time. Dedic. Offside. He's offside. He's way offside. Surely he's offside, right? Right. So, yeah, let's go second half. I'm early, Freddie, unlucky. Oh, that's a lovely ball inside. And Kamiri, unlucky. Well, we've really been put to the sword. And it could be like this whole season, because this was going to be a test of how we get on against a team, chasing top 4 in the Bundesliga. Oh, and Tariq Wright, unlucky. Hannibal. Atkinson. Morgan Whitaker for... Okay, Butcher for Doherty. Sessignon for Early. And Etienne Green is playing really shit. So, Etienne Green can come off. Just everybody can get a bit of game time. Stretch their legs out. I mean, it can't get any worse, can it? Well, I mean, it can. It can get 5-0, but it looks like we're not winning the inaugural Home Park Cup. It's such a shit name. I apologise for the shit name it is. I'm not going to be too harsh on the boys, but I would like to see... Just like, come on. Oh, no. Nice. That got there. Made a good challenge. Brings it out well. Freddie Draper with a nice little turn. Made a bit of space for himself. Oh, he keeps going, Freddie Draper. Unlucky. Unlucky lad. Oh, no. It's carrying straight on from the highlight. And nod it on. Oh, you're having a laugh and a joke. After all of that from Freddie Draper, it just went boop. Bing. And that's 5-0. Absolutely rubbish. Well, it does look like we're going to need every single one of our best players to be competing, else we are going to get hammered every week. Oh, Whitaker. Now that should have been a goal. Really? And there we have it. When the real fixtures start, I would like to see a significant improvement. But, you know, tough game. We started like a second 11, so I'm not going to be too harsh. So looking at the schedule, as we usually do, we got one more game against Valencia at home in the pre-season, and then the opener against Brentford, which we'll obviously be back for. I think we might do Brentford and Chelsea, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So we will see you at the Brentford game, and hopefully we can get all the players who are at the Olympics back, Schmidt back, and we can start to compete and have ourselves a decent season, hopefully avoid a relegation. So there it is. That's the end of our little pre-season. Take a look at what's going down, where we are, at what point we're at. Thank you very much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and tune in because we are going to get into this Premier League season soon. Much love from me as always. Peace. Yo, one and all, what's going on? And welcome back to Game 1 against Brentford here on the Plymouth Argyle's Rise to Glory. We finally made it to the Premier League. We got there, and good news, we are not bottom of the league. I know you're thinking, well, you haven't played a game, but people have. And they've got minus goal difference. So, yes. This might be the one time of the season where we're not bottom of the league. So, without any mucking around, let's take a look. So, yes. As you can see, we're lying 13th as we go away to Brentford today. Nothing really exciting has happened since the last time I saw you. We lost, obviously, in the final. But we did draw 0-0 against Valencia, which wasn't a terrible result. We absolutely dominated the match, if I'm honest with you. We had the majority of the chances, the majority of the possession, and we probably should have won it. You know, it is what it is, and we'll take the draw, and we'll move on. Hope that we can take the good defensive effort and the making of chances into the Brentford game. So let's give it a whirl and see how we go. I will, as always, put together the squad, and then we will be back. Let's see you in a sec. Our starting 11 going in And I think it's probably our best 11. So we've got our starting 11 for a best 11 for the start of the season. Etienne Green and goal. Our new Martinez. He's not our old Martinez, he's our new one. Namdi Collins. Rolt at centre back. Hayden Roberts. Marco Canna. Hannibal. Facundo on the left. Whitaker is an option, but I went with Facundo. Onahan. Babascu. Pereira. And Shamiti. This is going to be Onahan's, Babascu's debut overall, so we will see how he gets on as my support striker. So, here we go. First game of the season. Good luck, lads. So, first game of the season, I am going to go with a bit of faith. And hope that it can inspire the boys in this first game. This is the game I'd like to get a win in. With Chelsea next, which we'll do also. That's unlucky, we've bagged the chance already. Another corner, Facundo. Swing it in. Onahan. Oh, unlucky. Onahan, that was a good chance. That he made for himself. Hayden Roberts whips it in. Oh, and Shamiti rose and dinged it off of the crossbar. And there's a good start from Plymouth Argyle. I'm going to drop a little bit of encouragement with 26 minutes gone. Another lovely move from us. We're getting the majority of the commentary. Really good amount of... They've got a little bit more possession. But I'm willing to give up most of the possession this season. Not most, but a percentage if we can manage to bag out wins, because they're the Premier League teams here. Oh, Onahan gives it quickly to Hannibal, and Perez in space. Oh, and he just couldn't manage. It was a good save in the end. That's a lovely counter-attack from Plymouth Argyle. And it's been unlucky. We've had the better of the game. Doing well, but keep working hard until I'm going to do another bit of an encouragement bomb. Sakoza, Hickey on the right. Into Ager. To Pinnock. Jensen. If I can get like draws in games like this, these aren't games that necessarily I would expect to be winning away. Come on. Oh, Martinez, I was hoping could get there. Oh, and Jensen, that was a decent effort. We're going to switch to balance, because switching to balance has never done us no harm. Facundo. Onahan skips in. Oh, and he's hit fine Facundo at the back post, and it's cleared off a line by Ager. Facundo again with the corner. And straight down the throat. We are having the better of the game, I would say. Equal passes, we're committing way more fouls. Our XG's better, and more shots on target, a few more corners, a couple of bookings, but sails over the bar, and we are creating some chances, so excuse me. Kind of right in the middle. That is a problem. Make a couple of changes. Also, Canna for Garrett. I'm going to take a gamble and go Shimiti. He's been away at the African Cup of Nations. And we've got Chelsea in 3 days. If I can hold for a draw here, I'm not going to be super disappointed with this. I'm going to drop him one more bit of encouragement, just in case some sort of miracle. And actually, shall I take a gamble? I'm going to take a gamble last 4 minutes and go back to attacking. See if maybe... No, he had no shot, but nothing showed in the highlights. So, 0-0 away at Brentford. Yeah, look at the number of shots we had. If we keep doing that, we will be successful. I agree. So we didn't lose on the opening day in the away game. So we will look to return straight away for the Chelsea game, and I will see you there. So, gang, we are back. Right back at the squad selection screen. I thought might as well. Exactly the same starting 11 for the last game. Green, Martinez, Collins, Rout, Roberts, Canna, Hannibal, Facundo, Onahan, Pereira, Shimiti. The only person we are missing is the centre-back Atkinson, who is suspended. So, we will go against Chelsea like this and hope that we can steal ourselves a decent, semi-decent result here. We will go pump fist. We got a loose guy there and cause an upset. I've got faith. Here we go. Here we go. Can we possibly make our first ever Premier League win? 18,000 packed into Home Park. Chelsea getting the dominance early, get some shots away. Loads of shots away. We're going to offer some encouragement and switch to balanced. Collins. We've met Chelsea once before in a pre-season friendly. We did beat them. Shimiti, Hannibal. Oh, yes! And his first goal for Plymouth Argyle in his second competitive game. As Pereira knocks it in, it's not cleared properly. Shimiti, Kante, I think, stole it, but straight into the path of Hannibal, drilled it in. Oh no, it was Shimiti. Shimiti knocked it back to him and bags the assist. Roberts with the throw. Shimiti knocks it really long. And Facundo picks it up. Switches it back to Shimiti, who just couldn't quite direct his shot goalwards. The youngster's still waiting for his first Premier League goal. It's only the second game, obviously, but if he could get his second in this game, that would be genuinely amazing. As we're holding up. They're holding the possession, they're having the most. Their XG isn't too much ahead, though. There we go. Managed to bring it in 1-0. Okay. Henrik Pereira. I'm hoping this level isn't too much of a step up for him because he was absolutely phenomenal last year. I'm just hoping he can get there this year. He was great all round, so let's hope he can keep on improving for us. It's James with a free kick. It's quite a distance, but we know Reece James can hit them. And that one was a sighter. He's a bit closer this time. Oh, and he tested that in green and he hit the post. And it's cleared off of the line. That's Chelsea starting to put on the pressure now. There's a single goal that separates us. Chelsea are playing really well and they're dominating. And we're looking Sessegnon. Come on at right back. Both of my centre backs are struggling, but the people I've got to bring on for them, right, Facundo for Whittaker. Hannibal's playing well. Canna's putting in a shift as well. Let's go, we'll leave it with 2 subs for now, just to put some fresh legs in and amongst. And I'm going to have to Garrett, Pereira and Roberts. So they've all put in a shift. Spurred us into having a couple of shots ourselves, but 10 minutes to go. Come on, lads. Can we hold this off? Our first Premiership goal was scored by Hannibal, which I love. It's our first Premier League win. 4 minutes of added time. It's a corner to Chelsea. We've been sort of... free kick to Chelsea Asensio. It's cleared. Fofana. Nice challenge from early as he managed to get something on it. Callum Wright manages to get to Fofana. Koulibaly, Kante, Chilwell in space, knocks it across Nessie and Green as well. As Chelsea just couldn't get the finish. And it was a clear-cut chance. And Plymouth Argyle have done it. They have done it. That feels kind of like a cut win. Plymouth Argyle's first ever win in the Premier League against Chelsea. Everyone thought we'd win, but we'd lose, but we'd prove them wrong. What a result. And that puts us 3rd after 2 games played. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. And you got to believe us. Hannibal. Performance was fantastic. We like that. You were superb in front of goal. Keep it up. Score a goal every game for me. So guys, I think we will end it there. Let's have a little gander at the schedule. And I think we will come back. Yeah, why not? We'll come back for the Carabao Cup 2nd round, whoever that's against. That's like a mystery. And the Arsenal game. We'll do the double header right there. So we will be back in a few weeks' time to do whichever the Carabao Cup is and the Arsenal game, and then we will see whereabouts we are once the Premier League settled down into 4 or 5 games. So there it is, guys. I'm super excited and super chuffed that we managed to get our first win on the board. Not just a first win, but a first win against Chelsea. That is super good. So that go down in history. Plymouth Argyle's first win in the Premier League at home to Chelsea. Goal scored by Hannibal. Wow, if only that could become a reality, it'd be fantastic. It really would. Yeah, that will be it from us. It from me. There's only me, but that'll be it from us. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, you know the biz. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video. Get involved. Come join me over on Twitch as I'm ahead of time on Twitch. I'm in the future and we're further ahead. Wherever you are watching this now, I'm going to be way further ahead over on Twitch. So come over on Twitch, say hello live, and I'll try to respond to as many comments as possible. So much love from me. Thank you for watching. Comment, likes, all blah, 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 blah. I'm out. Peace. Yo, Football Manager fiends, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of the Plymouth Argyle's March to Glory. It's been a bit stop-starter since you left us, but it's been good. It's not been too bad. Well, except for the last game, which we will check out now. So let's not keep me big. Without further ado, let's jump right in and crack on. So we're coming up to the West Ham Cup game. We drew West Ham in the Carabao Cup, which, if you were very vigilant, you would have noticed that we had West Ham in our last game. But since you left us, which was the Chelsea game, we then went on to beat Aston Villa 2-1 with goals from Facundo and Ivan late on. We then went and lost 3-0 to West Ham away. Goals from Gallagher, Ings and Scamacca actually put us to the sword and did us over, which isn't very good. It leaves us in sort of 4th place, 7 points, 4 games played. And that is our first defeat of the season. So let's hope it's not going to be a sign of things to come, because we've got a few tough games dotted about. We are going to do the West Ham Cup game, which is obvious, and we'll do the Arsenal game straight after as well. So we'll see if we can bag anything from these 2 games. Away at West Ham, I've already sort of selected a second string squad with some players who need some match fitness. I really am not that super fussy about the cup. Trying to hang on in the league for me is way more of a priority. So yeah, I think I will go with that. So we've got Cummings, Sessegnon, Galloway, Atkinsons, Early, Doherty, Garrett, Whittaker, Sparroway, Callum Wright and Ivan up front. But he's a little bit unfit as he's played in the 21 game. Draper's picked up a knockout, so I would have started him. I'm going to start Schmitti on the hope that no real injuries come. So let's not muck around. Let's get into it. I am, in fairness, a little bit nervous. And I'm also worried about Yusuf Schmitti just due to the fact that he's not scored a goal this season. On 4 games without a goal. I need him to try and improve that. It's West Ham off the bat. So I'm hoping to compete. I know I've got a weakened squad on. Oh, that was close from them. And this West Ham team isn't too bad. Schmidt holds it up but gives it away. It's poor. Atkinson covers Galloway, Doherty, Garrett. Back to Atkinson, who switches it out to Early, who's got a bit of space, who couldn't find the ball around the corner. Lucas Perez switches it, lovely ball to Fornals, switches it back inside, and that was unlucky. And Vlasic, who put us to the sword last time. I think he got 2 of 3 goals last time. No, he didn't. I think he got all the assists, though. It was multiple scores, wasn't it? Let's drop some encouragement. We're competing a bit better this game than we were last game against them anyway at this point. Scamacca wins it on. But we picked up the second ball, which is decent. Whittaker, Sparrowell did lose out to Fornals, just wasn't quick enough to get away, the youngster. And away come West Ham again. Oh, it's offside. Fingers crossed it's offside. It's not offside. Oh man, I might have just dug myself out of a highlight then. West Ham with another good chance. Oh, they've just let him run all the way through. Jesus Christ. They just let him run all the way through him then. Whew. Right, 1-0 at half time. Got him in, but I don't think anything I say is really gonna... Do lots of faith. Go on. Let's pop the encouragement in. We'll make a couple of subs. Shimisi can just get the rest time. Jake Garrett. Alright, cool. All the subs, we can just let it play out and see how we do. Because, you know, we did start a much weaker squad. Oh, free kick to West Ham. Collins managed to get his head on it. Facundo can break, but Fornals does a really fantastic job. Again, Fornals has worked super hard. Hayden Roberts gives it away. Loose was weakly and cheaply. Vlasic makes it 2-0. So it's looking like we're going to go out, crashing out of the Carabao Cup second round, which, like I said earlier, I'm not super bothered about, but I'm really pissed off about conceding 5 goals in 2 games to West Ham. That bugs me. I don't, you know. I always, when I was buying my transfers, I start at the back. I always try to build a defence before I build anything else, so that this kind of thing doesn't happen. Nice football. Callum Wright out on the left. Switches it across and Facundo. He does get one back. And that's lovely football from Plymouth Argyle. Oh, Fernando. Wasting time. It's a super quick highlight. Kere. Fernando. Kere cuts inside. We've allowed him to cut inside, which isn't good. Oh, 85th minute. Callum Wright whips it across, and Andy Collins tinged it off the crossbar, I think. And okay, 2-1. Managed to grab a goal, but okay. Just as I say that. Flick on him back post. Quater, Hayden Roberts does well. Oh, Callum Wright loses out. Oh, it was offside, but it was a good save anyway from Cummings. Just give it short, yeah? You're not just going to whack it upfield, yeah? No. And let Galloway do that instead. So, 2-1, but that was unlucky. I'm not going to be too... unlucky, lads. You give it your best efforts. So, that obviously isn't too great of a result. I will look to rest the players that have played, but I'll obviously change the starting 11 for the Arsenal game, and I will see you at the Arsenal game in a bit. So there we have it. We have Etienne Green in goal, Martinez, Arnau Martinez right back, Relat, Collins, Sessegnon, Kanu, Hannibal, Facundo on the right, Babascu or Onahan as our support striker, Pereira and Shimiti. Now, no one's playing fantastically well at the moment. Ivan's playing well in the under-22s. Etienne Green's playing absolutely amazing for us. But we don't have anybody who stand out in the playing wise at the moment. So we're going to hope that we can hold off and give Arsenal a good run for their money. Else it will end up being 3 defeats on the bounce for us, which can't do the fans proud. I give a defence some faith, just the defence. I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. A little bit of faith. Right, 4 minutes in and Arsenal got a shot off, but they've also got a booking. If we were to get a red card, that would help us. As Tomiyasu has picked up a early booking, 15 minutes in. We'll drop a little bit of encouragement. As Facundo wins it back. Oh no, Hannibal switches it to Pereira on the left. Knocks it into Schmidt, who gets the head but just couldn't direct it goalwards. Oh, Facundo's picked up a knock. That will win an instant change. Timber out to Tomiyasu. Odegaard to Saka. Saka, ooh. That was a good save from Etienne Green. Oh, he does well again. Oh, it was offside anyway, but it was a lovely little build-up. And Onahan made a little great run in. Sessegnon cuts inside. Just keeps on going. Unlucky. As we're competing with Arsenal, which is good. They're holding the possession vastly, but we're getting a majority of shots away. They've got a little bit better XG. I'm going to have to say to the attackers, they've got the ability. I need something more from Onahan and Schmidt. I need something more from both of them. Clever free kick from Odegaard. Oh no. And it looked like Collins knocked a trip on somebody. Oh, and it's a penalty. He trips Bukayo Saka. Jorginho with the penalty and he slots it away to make it 1-0 to Arsenal. No. Oh, I should have watched the replay, but it's just a penalty, right? Nobody's really bothered about that. God damn it. Canna as well. For Garrett. Atkinson can come on the left. Let's demand a little bit more from him. I made all my subs because I made them all down here. So down at the bottom. If you make all 3 down here, you can only do 3. If you go into make subs, you can make 5. It's odd. I don't get it. It makes no sense. I know it sounds a bit subversive, but I'm going to switch it to balanced. Just see if that will allow us to control possession a little bit more. And also ask them to hold possession of it. Wonderful stuff from Plymouth Argyle. We're definitely competing. I'm not too unhappy. A penalty has separated us. Oh, come on, lads. Out to Atkinson on the left. Hannibal. Back to Collins. Knocks it through to Pereira. Atkinson makes his way to it. Oh, Ramsdale flapped at it but got it wide from Whittaker. Hannibal with a corner. Oh, and Ramsdale comes to claim it well. Oh, there's a free kick. Onahan. Oh, it's ting the post, I think. Ramsdale sends it. Saka wins it though. Good work. just going to get past Ben White. Atkinson wins it back, and Gabriel Jesus commits a good foul. Waste a bit of time. Okay, Rob Atkinson's come on at left back and done okay. I wonder if that's interesting to start in there. Nice. You did us proud and prove yourselves. I can't be too. I know it's another defeat, and that puts us 3 defeats in a row, which isn't great, but we're away at Southampton next. Hopefully we can get a point there. We'll take another defeat against Man City and a point at Bournemouth, and hopefully then we can get a good home game where we can actually bag 3 points on the table. Bag 3 points in the bag. I'm more pissed off than I'm making out, but 1 or 2 days, goalless Shemiti. So we will be back, I guess. We will try to come back for what a stretch of away games that is. But it means that the second part of the season we'll have some good home runs. We've got a load of away games coming up, which is tough. Away, home, away, home, away, away, away. Jesus Christ. Leicester, Newcastle and Liverpool away, and Tottenham home after that. No easy games. So I think we will be back for the Burnley game. We'll do Burnley and Leicester. No, we won't. We'll be back for Newcastle and Liverpool. Why not? I think those are the games to come back for. So we will see you at the Newcastle game, which hopefully will have a few more points on the board and be back in fighting for survival. So if you made it this far in the video, I thank you very much as always. You know what to do at this point anyway. This is the please would you comment, like and subscribe, do all the good stuff for me. Thank you very much. This is the part where I ask you guys to do something, so if you could do all that, that would be awesome. Obviously we will look to be back and hopefully be competing. I am scared after 3 defeats in a row. I don't know what'll happen. I guess it was a fight bravely against relegation is our goal, but I don't know if I get relegated. Do I get sacked? Would they sack me after leading Plymouth to 2 straight promotions? I've got no idea, but I guess we will all find out. So thank you very much for watching. Much love from me as always. Peace. Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to another Football Manager. That's not going to fly. Hey Football Manager fiends, what is going on? And welcome back to another Football Manager episode of Plymouth Argyle's rise to glory, flounder to glory, attempt to stay in the Premier League, because there's probably not going to be much glory this season. Staying in the league is the glory, and it's feeling like that, I think, because every away game is tough. Every away game is full of dread at the moment, as you'll start to see. So I won't keep my big old ugly mug on screen that much longer. Let's jump in and find out what's happened since the last time you were with us. So, as promised, coming up today is the Newcastle United game. Away, so obviously full of dread. But we're doing, not terribly bad. We're kind of almost halfway-ish to where we would like to be points-wise. Having only played 10 games. So, that's not terribly bad. In the last couple of fixtures, we've not done too bad. Since you left us at the Arsenal game, I think it was, I did say that I would be back for the Liverpool game, but the Liverpool game has been moved to a later date due to them having European Cup, would be my guess. So today's double episode will be Newcastle and Spurs. I will stick to it being a double episode because I did say I'll do the 2 games. We'll stick to that and we will do the 2 games. But since you left us at the Arsenal game, we drew 2-2 away at Southampton, which I was really happy with. Then we managed to get a 0-0. Who says that? I don't say that. We managed to get 0-0 against Manchester City, actually, in the Southampton game. Goals from Marcus Canna and Hannibal. It was a couple of goals from the midfield that managed to get us through. Man City, 0-0. As I said, I was really chuffed with that. I was kind of in a really big discussion on Twitch. You can go join me on Twitch live. We're well in the future. Wherever you're watching this now, we will be well in the future over on Twitch. We then went away to Bournemouth and managed to scrump a little 1-0 win. It was an own goal from Chris Meepham that separated us. So the biggest scrump. We deserved it. We had more chances. We just don't score goals at the moment. That's just our biggest thing, is that we're not scoring goals. And then we managed to get a 1-0 win against Burnley, which was a kind of lucky goal. We'll have a little look at this goal actually, because it was so lucky. So it was picked up by Whittaker on the right, who scooped it. Marek just punched it straight into the hands of Anuran, who just managed to knock it straight back into an empty net, and super lucky goal to separate. We then didn't get so lucky. Our luck kind of spouted out, for want of a better phrase, and we lost 3-1 away at Leicester, which they kind of deserved to win. They started off early, 25 minutes, absolutely went at us. We managed to get a goal back after half time, but it was kind of a little bit too little too late by that point. So yeah, that leaves us exactly where we are. 10 games played, 15 points, -2 goal difference. As I said, we're not scoring goals. What you'll have noticed then throughout there is our star man for the past 2 seasons, the man that I banked on being our star player, Yusuf Shamiti, has played 10 games with 0 goals. So, consistent performer, not a consistent scorer. He's improving, which is what we need. We do need him. Good championship player, potentially Premier Division. I think every player we've got this Premier League level is a little bit too high for them. So we go into every game with a bit of fear and a bit of dread. But people are improving, which is equally as important. So I will name a starting 11 and I'll be back. So gang, due to injuries, we're going with a little bit of a botched starting 11. We're going to go with Etienne and Green in goal, who's been our best player this season. He's been, thank goodness for Etienne Green. He has done us justice. He's conceded, yes, but his clean sheets and his average rating, and he's played very well for us. So I can't be too mad at Etienne Green. Arnaud Martinez, Rolat, whatever this dude's called. My pronunciation for player name. My friend absolutely belted me the other day for it in work. He said your player name pronunciation is terrible, and he was bang on. It is absolutely terrible. Namdi Collins, Steven Sessegnon at left back. I'm going to just give him a whirl at left back, see how he gets on. Michael Canna, Garrett, who replaces the suspended Hannibal. Callum Wright on the right wing, due to the fact that we've got injuries to Whittaker and to Facundo now, so I'll leave this a bit short. I am going to play Sparroway in the centre due to Honora getting an injury as well. Pereira on the left with Shamiti up front, who I'm hoping I can get a goal from. Let's go out there, lads. And what is the best thing to say? We're away at Newcastle United, who are obviously going to be competing in amongst the European places, top 7. I can't remember the last time I played Newcastle. I don't think I've ever played Newcastle, so why? But I do like exacting revenge. Pump fist, let's have some faith. Attackers, pump fist, let's have some faith. So come on, lads. Let's pray. It's not prayers we need, it's good football. Sheer quality for Aaron's. Newcastle have the Etienne Green. Newcastle have another chance. Breathtaking from Garrett. Okay, what I'd like to see is a highlight for us. That would be cool. Right, 15 minutes in, I'm going to drop a little encouragement bomb. As I'm not too unhappy. So that Newcastle team's not fantastic, bearing in mind the money that they've got. It's definitely better than ours. I'm not dissing it. Can I drop another encouragement bomb, see if we can feed a little bit more out of them come the end of the half? Pereira, for some reason, is really not cut out for this level, is he? Decent, supposedly a good championship, good Premier League player. All of my players are improving though. Really, to be totally fair to every single one of my players, every single one of them is improving. So it just could be that point like where I get to Christmas, a couple of them could turn the table, and all I need is a couple of them to become decent Premier League players. Right, 0-0. They're looking like the better team, statistically wise, much more possession, the passes are better. But we're in it still. Pump fist. You weren't bad, but you can still improve. So let's go another little encouragement bomb straight off the bat. Let's see if I can brilliant from Bruno Guimaraes. Spellway charges down a shot. We're seemingly doing a lot of defending. And Lobata, whatever he's called, Lobakata. From a free kick, Grimaldo, too much space. Plymouth was sleeping. The defence were asleep. Now let's demand some more. Martinez, Guimaraes, Grimaldo. Isaac gets in behind. And Isaac, of course he's going to score. You leave him one-on-one like that. He's not used to Schmidt. I'll watch the highlights. I'm doing it for YouTube, sorry. Just when I'm on Twitch I can skip through, but yeah. Isaac puts Newcastle 2-0 up. Kind of leaves me a bit in the doldrums. We'll make some changes for fitness-wise, but I can't imagine too much happening. Facundo can grab on. Another shocking performance from Schmidt. Canner's let himself down as well. Namdi Collins absolutely dog shit. Abby Martinez, as usual, just piss poor. Oh, there you go, that's all the subs done. Balls to it. Switch those back. And Session's done okay. 6-8. I can live with a 6-8. But Martin is again. Berate him. Encourage. She's only a little young'un. Demand more. Demand more. Encourage. Come on, lads. 7 shots, 1 on target. There's the only way I can describe that. So there you go. Absolutely hammered by Newcastle. It looks like the rot of the rot, but the season is setting in. And when it settles down and the dust settles, you did yourself proud. I'm just going to say that because I'm not going to be too harsh away. I was harsh on him last game. This game I'm not going to be so harsh because losing's not brilliant. But yeah, that's that game done. We will be back for the Tottenham game in 7 days' time at home. Hopefully we could maybe back a draw. Oh, it's ambitious, I know, but we'll see for that in a bit. So we are back for the Tottenham game, and things have gone shit this week due to the fact that Garrett has kicked off a storm about wanting a new contract, and I refuse to give it to him. So he's going to find himself out of the squad, and it's just had a knock-on effect to everybody, obviously. That doesn't leave us in the best position in the world. I think a couple of loans in January are going to help us a bunch. I need to be tactical about who I get, but some players to improve us. I think going in late in the stage in the season is going to be super valuable. So I will name a starting 11 and be right back with you. So I'm going to make some important changes going into this game. Etienne Green's in goal. Martinez, Rizal, Atkinson, Sessegnon at left back. Atkinson's in due to Namdi Collins' suspension. Cannon defensive midfielder, Hannibal at midfield. Facundo on the right, Sparwell attacking midfielder, Callum right, and Ivan up front. I'm going to try these because I'm not. I just want my best. I can't gamble. I've got to go with what my best is. So let's go. Wish me luck, guys and girls. I'm nervous. A draw here at Spurs would obviously be a great result for us at the moment. A win would be truly incredible. Come on, lads. Try to feed them the best energy going in. Oh no. A highlight right off the bat fills me with dread. Straight out to Danjuma on the right. Tried something. I think he tried to chip Etienne Green while Etienne Green was on his line. Sessegnon with a throw straight to I'm not sure who it was, but it was straight to one of the Spurs players, Kulusevski. Sessegnon, Hannibal. Pereira gives it away. Kulusevski wins it again. Lo Celso, Danjuma. And very early Spurs pressure. We'll try an encouragement. Skinner. Bentancur. Pereira will pick it up. And he will look to switch it, but Davies does well with the header. Callum Wright does not have any legs to get there. Bentancur out to Porro, who whips it across, but Relout does get a good header in the end. Callum Wright knocks it right in front of Harry Kane, and Harry Kane smashes it in from about 25 yards. Facundo missed out on the header. Callum Wright got intercepted, and then bang, Harry Kane. Callum Wright. Fantastic ball on Schmitty. Oh, he just cannot score for love nor money. We'll drop another encouragement. We're not totally out of it. When they're not outperforming us, we're having a couple of chances. We're in there. Our XG's a tiny bit better. You know, we probably created the slightly clearer chances. That's the way I look at that. Nice work from Sessegnon for not fouling Kulusevski then. Samiti holds it up but just blasts it away to Davies. And the Celso will bring it forward. Danjuma inside to King. Kulusevski out to Porro. Oh, good save. For me and Green, it had to be. Corner to Spurs. Now this is worrying, because when the corner from a highlight comes like that. Oh, good save from Ian Green. I'm just going to take us to positive. So we're not as attacking, but not quite sat in our own half fully. Come on, lads, demand some more. Hannibal with a free kick. Oh, it was close. It wasn't miles. Let's go. Try and encourage bomb straight off the back. We're not totally out of this game. It's 1-0 going into the second half. This is doable, I feel. At least get backable. Canna is just... everything's going past him, so Doherty. Papa demand more from him. Callum Wright's picked up a knock. So we go Sparwell there. Pereira is just shit. Sessegnon for Roberts. More changes than I was going to make initially, but screw it. Danjuma on the left. White knocks it in. Oh. Who's their left back? Harvey White. A more clinical squad than Tottenham probably should be beating us by a couple of more. We'll go back up to attacking. I mean, I think either way we're a little bit. Not the best of headers from somebody. Encourage. We'll go very attacking. We'll just go at them. What have we got to lose, really? Go slightly more direct. Fairly narrower. Go for it, see what happens. Harvey White. That's nice football for Spurs. Danjuma back to Harvey White. Cuts inside and is allowed to go a long way. Too far, really. Now, there it is, guys. Unfortunately for us, this episode is a damp squib, as like a lot of this season is going to be, and we should have probably done a bit better as we keep falling down. So let's choose a game to return for. We will come back for the Manchester United game. No, we won't. We'll come back for the Brighton. No, we won't. I'm going to go even further on. We'll come back for the Fulham and the Bournemouth game. And the reason why I'm going to come back for those, I think, is just because we stand a chance at winning one of those, and it would be nice to do a live stream where I can at least 50% of it happy, even if we lose one and win one. So, yeah, we will be back for the Fulham game is our next live stream game. So, I look forward to seeing you then. Hopefully we'll do a lot better, because this is tough at the moment, as we're just picking up the odd draws and the odd wins. We're not, we're in a relegation battle, put it that way. It feels like that very much at this very moment. So there it is. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, share. Come over to Twitch. Crosley Plays over on Twitch. We're much further ahead wherever we are now. We could be back down in the championship for all you know. God knows where we'll be when we're over on Twitch. So come and watch us over there. I look forward to seeing you, and hopefully we can turn this around and make things a little bit better, and hopefully stay in the Premier League for another season. That would ultimately be the aim. It's not looking likely at the moment, though. So we will see you at the Fulham game. I look forward to it. Thank you very much for watching. Much love from me. Peace. Guys and gals, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of Plymouth Argyle's Surviving Relegation. This has changed from a rise to glory to a scraping the barrel to see if we can survive relegation. Now, looking at the league, you think that we're doing okay, but we're picking up. We're at the point now where we're just picking up the odd draws, the odd wins. And it is just tough, really bloody tough at the moment. So let's have a look. So without mucking around, without keeping you waiting any longer, let's take a little look at some of the results and some of the games we played since you last left us. So I'm pretty sure we played the Tottenham game where we lost 1-0. We actually then won a couple of games. I thought we should have won 2 of these 3 games against Norwich and Leeds, but we actually beat Everton 2-0 away at home. Facundo and Callum Wright. We then beat Forest at home 3-0. Namdi Collins, Yusuf Shamiti got his first goal of the season at that point, and his only goal, and Facundo as well. We then lost 1-0 at home to Leeds, who were 19th at the time, which is definitely a game we should have been winning. But yeah, we flopped out and they managed to nick it in the 42nd minute. We then beat Manchester United at home 2-0. I guess Manchester United just went out for it, or they played a weakened squad, but we managed to come away with a 1-0 win. Then went up to Liverpool and lost 3-1, and then more recently we've lost 2-0 at home to Brighton, thanks to 2 goals from Facundo Torres. Brighton have got a couple of players called Facundo, haven't they? They've got the one I've got on loan, and they've got that one. So that leads us straight up to the Fulham away, and we'll do Bournemouth home as well, which is on the TV. Boop, 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 boop. And hopefully we can pick up a couple of results there. I'm hoping in the second half of the season we've got plenty of home games. Home, away, home, home, away, home, away, home, away, home, away, home. Yeah, we've got more home games seemingly in the second half of the season. It seems like we played loads of away games, but we are coming up to the halfway point of the season-ish. League-wise, we are currently sat in 10th. Now, I know at the intro I was panicking a little bit, but we're only 10 points ahead and everything can change so quickly. So 18 games played, things can turn. So let's hope for some result today. A draw would cut the mustard, I feel. If we can get a draw away to Fulham and then win the game against Bournemouth, then that would do us the world of good. So I will name a starting 11 and I'll be right back with you. So I feel going in, this is our best 11 going in away at Fulham. Etienne Green in goal, who's developed fantastically. He's been, I'd say, my best player this season. And hopefully he can keep on rising and getting better and become an even better player for us. We've got Stephen Session on the right back. Roll out at centre back with Namdi Collins. Hayden Roberts left back. Canna, who have changed to a defensive midfielder. I've had him on ball winning, but his form is so shocking. We'll change him and see what he does. Callum Wright in the middle due to injuries, although I am going to put Garrett in there. I just want a bit more bite. Garrett can go in the middle for Kundo, Whittaker, Pereira, and Ivan up front for the injured Yusuf Shimiti. Whittaker will come in for Onaher as he's not really done a lot. And we will give it a whirl with that. Away to Fulham. Good luck, lads. See if we can put an end to our run of recent bad performances as we travel away to Fulham. Who are close to us. It's tight. It's 4 points behind. Green makes a good save, but Fulham have come out of the blocks. Just kind of makes a challenge and then gets an interception. Brings it forward, switches it to Ivan, nods it to Pereira. They've got Riyad Mahrez, unbelievable. Fulham have got Riyad Mahrez. As they have another opportunity. It's all Fulham. Mahrez test screen again. Boys, you need to wake up. You're just getting dominated. Again, another highlight for Fulham. And it's a goal. Of course it's going to be a fucking goal. For fuck. Come on, lads. Let's fire up. Nothing from you. You're just letting them run away with this shit. It's a piss poor pass from Garrett. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop it. And come off. I don't like him. He's going. He's got to go in January. Come on. Something, boys. We've not had a highlight, have we? Or half. Not one single highlight. Another highlight for Fulham. Right on the depth of half time. Callum Wright can't do anything with it. And Mitrovic with the header over the bar. Frustrating. We've been dominated. What was that? Get your fucking acts together. I'm not making any more substitutes from there. Come on, lads. Intercept it. Collins. Pereira gives it away again. God's sake, Pereira. I don't know when he's going to become a Premier League ability, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. I don't recall a game where we've been 1-0 down and we've come back this entire season. So I hold no hope. If we go 1-0 down, we're fucked. It's as simple as that. Schmidt, I mean, I'm going to bring him on just because needs must. But he ain't done jack shit all season, so I'm not expecting anything. Barrett, come on, lads. Let's go for it, attacking. What was our last 20 minutes, haven't we? Oh, Schmidt misses the header. Of course he does. Absolutely weak, lads. Weak. Fucking dog shit. Absolutely shit. No goal. We just don't score. I don't know how I'm going to stop this neither. Right, I'm going to go to the board and see if there's any chance they can give me any money. I need to try and find a way to be able to loan in some better players or do something. This fall is just going to keep happening. Club vision. Increase the wage budget. Yeah, I know, just that's so annoying. I wish I could turn that off. I'm really annoyed, but we'll get to the Bournemouth game and we'll be back for that. See you in a sec. So gang, we are back at the Bournemouth game. Full of hope. Not really. Full of a bit of trepidation. But we've had some good news in the week heading to. The board have given us 13 million to try and pull out some transfers and do something or another to maybe change the fortunes at, or in January, should I say. But just looking at all these amazing youngsters down here who are rated high star, it makes me want to just get all these instead. But I need to be sensible. These can all go onto my shortlist for sure. Anyway, we will look to get on with the Bournemouth game. And I will make some transfers in the January and see what we can do to improve the squad. So it looks like Schmidt's still struggling. Whitaker did absolutely nothing. Martinez is still injured as well. Hannibal's still injured. So we've got a few players missing. But we will go with that as our starting 11. Green, Sessegnon, Rollout. I can never pronounce his name right. Collins, Hayden Roberts, Canna, Callum Wright, Facundo, Onahan, Pereira and Ivan up front. as we look to see if we can get anything against bottom of the league Bournemouth. Come on, lads. Please. We need a result. We really, really badly need a result. Let's go. Ten minutes gone. And drop a little bit of encouragement. Oh, it's quiet, but we're having the majority. But a goal would not go amiss at all. A bit more encouragement. Lacking what I thought would be three of my better players going in as well. We are slightly weakened. Yes. Oh, and Henrik Pereira with his first goal of the season. Yes. Ivan on the right. Onahan skips it inside. Facundo to Pereira. And he taps it into the back post to make it 1-0 to Plymouth. So I'm going to flick it down to positive so I'm not so exposed at the back. Because I'm prone to concede a goal. Not many. We don't get drubbed. I think you're doing well, but I think you can take charge of this game. It's not the most exciting game overall. Highlights aren't cropping up and popping up 10 a penny. But unlucky Pereira just couldn't get onto the long ball. Jose Sarr turned us down to go to. Oh, and it's a good ball to Solanke and Torre over the top, and Argyle need to make sure that they're staying awake. Facundo with the free kick to the back post. Anti-roulette. Rose at the back post to make it 2-0 to Plymouth. And Facundo with the assist. No, not cautious. That is struggling. Cannon was unlucky, just couldn't get to the challenge. Collins was covering, but his clearance was up and not away. Ooh. I'm sorry, Cecil, I'm just going to have to stick this out. Atkinson's with a great ball to Pereira. Oh, and last season he was knocking them in the far post. Freddie can play right back. Crazy. His versatility, really, he can play everywhere. So, happy. We are 2-0 up. And that's good. What does that take us on to points? 27 points. I still think another 11 points for safety. Yes, we needed that so badly. Ooh, I'm not going to go too ecstatic. I'm just going to say nice win. Well done, boys. Let's move on to the next one and hopefully get a point or something from that, saying that's Man City home. So, no chance. So, we will be back after those couple of games, 50-50. I did think I said that before we started this episode, that if I can get one win from either one of these games, then I would be happy. So we will look to be back. I think what we'll do is we'll reverse it. So we'll come back for the Rotherham game and then the Fulham home. So I will see you in 3 games' time. I'll probably be wearing the same clothes because I'll just be doing the same stream. So I will see you at the Rotherham game for the 3rd round of the FA Cup. Oh, I know this is a frustrating series. It's frustrating for me as well, or a frustrating season, should I say. But hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can get to that magic 38 points. Then whatever happens after that is kind of irrelevant, because I think 38 points should be enough to keep us in the Premier League. I mean, I hope. So, yeah, let's pray and hope we can get to that. If you've watched this far, thank you very much as always. We will be back for the FA Cup 3rd round against Rotherham and the home game against Fulham. Hopefully we might have a transfer or 2 by then as well to update you on, so that might be decent as well. So thank you very much for watching as always. Comment, like, subscribe, all the rest of it. Join me on Twitch, because we are further ahead on Twitch, as I keep saying, but we are. So if you check this out and fancy getting involved in the live streams, come and join me over on Twitch as well. Much love from me. Peace. Hey gang, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of Plymouth Argyle's Flounder to Relegation, Rise to Glory, Climb to Success, whatever you want to call it. We're doing something here. But welcome back anyway. So we're back today for the game against Rotherham in the FA Cup and the league game against Fulham. Been a bit shaky. Form's been a bit hit and miss since the last time you were with us. It's been a little bit blur, if I'm honest with you. But we're hoping that we can pick up a win today and turn it around. And then the home game against Fulham, maybe turn that into a win as well. So let's have a little look at some of the results that have happened since you were last with us. So you last joined us, I'm pretty sure, for the Bournemouth game, where we won 2-0. We lost to Fulham as well in the first game of that episode. Boo. We quick simmed against Man City because I just don't want to put myself through the emotional rigmarole of it being tough and being a pain in my ass. So we quick sim that one, and we lost 5-0. Got absolutely smashed. Nobody played nothing. Thanks a lot, computer. Up yours. The next game was against Leicester. New signing Daniel Ruiz actually came in and played. He has the potential for us to be a good Premier League left winger. He is going to play out on the left. Shimiti managed to get 2 goals. Whoop, 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 whoop. And we managed to beat Leicester 3-1. But then we went away to Burnley, who are bottom of the league, and lost 2-0, which is absolutely shocking. I need to be winning those games, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, the form has been a mixed bag since you left us. A little bit hit and miss, so we're hoping we can pick up another win and maybe progress a little bit further into the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We're away at Rotherham. I'm going to play a slightly second squad, so join me for that, and we'll see you in a bit. So, looking at our starting 11 going into this game, we will go Cummins in goal, Sessegnon, Collins, Galloway at the back, Hayden Roberts in at left back. His form's been so shocking. Doherty, Callum Wright, Whittaker, Spurway, Isaac, and Ivan. So I will go with a really young, inexperienced front three and hope that we can get a result. Oh, nervous. I've been bricking it for every game this season. Especially away. The away games seem to be doubly tough, so. And look, I'm not taking anyone lightly, even Rotherham. Hayden Roberts does well. Right to Collins. Lucky he tried to drill it through the gap. Did Morgan Roberts. Ivan. Oh, what an effort that is. So I'm going to drop a bit of encouragement because it's early doors and we're having the better of the possession, but not super many chances. This is not what we want to see. Win it. Oh, you taking the piss, aren't you? What is going on? And if the old additive of where we don't come back from being 1-0 down happens, we're screwed. Because that's what's happened all season. So we go 1-0 down, we do not come back. It's been a constant thing. Holy, yes. Oh, and Freddie, get on Freddie. First goal of the season, assist from Ivan. Oh. Right, knocks it out. A lovely little ball through the gap from Ivan. And Freddie showed a bit of composure just to chip it over Johnson. I'd much prefer the finish if they just put it in round the keeper, past the keeper. Those chips are always a little bit. Just does it so often. I don't think it happens that much in football, does it? Sparroway couldn't squeeze it through the gap as Ivan was on his way again. Oh, all the way across. Joe Sparroway arriving late in the box. And that could be his first. Is that his first senior goal for Plymouth Argyle? It could well be. Ivan looked like he was absolutely wiped out, but advantage played by the ref. And it lands at the feet of Sparroway. And there it is. His first senior goal for Plymouth Argyle. Great work, lad. I still want a bit more. Rotherham are at least the league below us, and definitely not in the Premier League, are they? Ivan with a free kick, not the best free kick in the world. And Hugill comes away. Sessegnon does intercept though. Oh, lovely. Joe Sparroway with an assist to Morgan Whittaker. Yes, get on, boys. Ah, the replays. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Had to bring Draper on earlier than I thought, but Ivan was super struggling, so with lots of shots. Sparroway's been involved in 2 of the 3 goals, which I'm super happy about. That would do his development and his ability a great deal. Is he a better midfielder? He's got a long way to go, but in the next couple of years, we'll see what happens to him. So, we are comfortably a couple of minutes into the second half. I'm not going to desperately make changes. Namdi Collins, maybe. Maybe not. Actually, we can go like that. And actually go like that. Hannibal will need some match fitness, so let's give him half an hour. That wasn't even him, was it? You big idiot. I guess Canna can just stay on now and then we'll bring Doherty off in a bit. Well, that didn't go the way it's planned. I'm going to drop him a little bit of praise. I am happy. I'm content. Three goals is always decent. We will go Hannibal for Canna. Roberts for Roberts is on his ass. Whittaker with a free kick. Oh, tinged it off the crossbar. That was unlucky for Morgan Whittaker. as we've done our jobs here. Any surprise results going on? Whittaker free kick again. Knocks it back in the back post to Isaka. Knocks it in. Rule out. Illy. Rule out. Canna does well to intercept. Isaka. Oh. Isaka was so unlucky. He's tried to bend it in that far corner. Any shock results? Oh, Man United losing to Villa. We're gonna win the cup. No, dreaded last words those are. Now Ennis has scored for Huddersfield, former player. That is a good result to see us through into the 4th round of the FA Cup. So that is happy doing for me. So we will be back for the Fulham game in a week's time at home. I hope we can get a win in that, because we do need a win in the league big time. I want to get to that magic 38, 39 points, and then hopefully we will be clear. So I will see you at the start for the Fulham game. Peace. So gang, we are back, and a couple of things have happened since this week's passed on. We have sold Henrik Pereira to Genk. We got 8.5 overall for him. His seasons this year has been poor. It says he has the potential to get better, but 657 overall. He wasn't blowing the doors off anything, as a lot of our players haven't been. But that also give us another good boost in funds to be able to come out and improve this squad for the end of the season, which is definitely something we're going to try our best, our absolute best to do. So Pereira, as I say, is gone. I put in a bid for a couple of players. I put in a bid for Mizoi, who was with us last season, to hope to fill up the midfield. A bid for Adaramola, Taro Adamano, as another left back, as we need left back. We did try for Ryan Ayet Nouri, but he had his work permit turned down. So yeah, we will go into the Fulham match full of beans after our last win, and hoping we can get a decent result here. As always, I will name the starting 11. I'll be right back with you. So going into the game against Fulham, we're desperate for a win. Etienne Green in goal, Sessegnon at right back, Roulat, Collins, Hayden Roberts at left back, Canna defensive midfielder, Hannibal in the middle, Facundo, Onaher, Daniel Ruiz, who is our replacement for Hernandez, and Shemiti up front. We have to hope that we can get a win with these guys. So let's jump into this and give it a wow. Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm not excited, people. I am not excited. Come on, boys, you can do it. Exact revenge. And I have faith that you can make a difference. Come on, everybody. Leno picks it up. 3 minutes in. Flicked on by Mitrovic. Edouard. Oh, tinged off the crossbar. Straight to Facundo. And Fulham, I'm pretty sure they dominated us last time. So they are just, they're doing a bit better. And Tete. Oh, okay, that's cool. Tete and Green, right? Oh, Namdi Collins inside to Onaher. Oh, Facundo. Oh, Onaher. Oh yes, Onaher Babascu. Yes, puts Plymouth Argyle 1-0 in front, and that is what we needed. I'm so nervous about everything that goes on. Onaher. Lovely, slots it in past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. Nice, won it back. Onaher. Oh, and Facundo. Yes! Get in there, lad. Get in there. On with a lovely ball. And Facundo was just quicker. And he managed to round the keeper and slot it in. What are we worrying about offside for? Weird. Now what's going on? Another instant highlight. Nice work from Hayden Roberts. Hannibal. Nice play from Collins. Canna. Roberts. Shemiti. Oh, lovely one too. Oh, Yusuf Shemiti really should have scored that. We'll go down to positive so we're not so exposed from behind. Hayden Roberts sends it long. Shemiti just couldn't get there. Lovely work from Collins to intercept. Hayden Roberts finds Ruiz, who skips past, and whips the ball across, but nobody could get on the end of it. It's a lovely ball across from Daniel Ruiz. Roberts to Ruiz, inside to Hannibal, to Collins, Hannibal, on her. Oh, it's a lovely ball inside. Oh, Facundo. Mitrovic wins it, he doesn't lose many headers. Win it. Again, Fulham win the ball in the air. Mahrez. Oh, and Riyad Mahrez with a great effort. Outside of the right foot, it looked like. Blocked by Facundo, who's whacking hard both ends. Popped up on there, has put in a block in. As I'm happy with our first half performance, we've restricted them to like less shots than us, but they haven't managed to hit the target neither, which has been a bonus for us as we've managed to slot away two of our efforts. Sessignon with the corner, Samiti with the header but missed. As Fulham now pick up the highlight, Mahrez again to Tete, but Canna intercepts well. Oh, Facundo's a bit there. Robinson does well to intercept and get the tackle in. Sessignon comes across. Roulette, Sessignon again. Facundo on the hand back to Roulette. Hannibal out to Roberts. Plymouth doing well. Ruiz. Oh, there's a fantastic ball into Samiti. And that makes it 3-0 to Plymouth Argyle. Yes. And that was a lovely build-up. As Plymouth just kept the ball moving and kept moving into spaces themselves. And they make it 3-0. And Yusuf Shemiti with only his fourth goal of the season. But that is hopefully should kill the game dead. As I'm not fussed if there aren't any more highlights now. This can literally be done as far as I'm concerned. So we'll make a couple of subs. Hayden Roberts is struggling. Spareway can get a game. Ivan can come on for Shemiti. And the youngsters can just get some minutes as well to boost and aid development. And what does this do for us league table wise? 33 points, 5 points from where I need to be. I think I panic a bit too much. Wilson. Galloway, I brought on's just gone and given away a penalty. A fucking idiot. I didn't even mean to bring him on. That's the thing. Was I meant to bring Axton on? So Galloway's now gone and made it nervous for me. Edward sends Green the wrong way. And Fulham have a go, a lifeline, if Plymouth aren't careful. Reese with the free kick. Oh, Graham Scott looks like he's blown for a penalty inside the box. And VAR has confirmed it. Yes! So who's stepping up? It should be Facundo. And he slots it away. Yes! Of his second goal of the game. And he blasts it down the middle and the keeper goes the wrong way. Nice. Red just sort of gets rid of their one goal and gives us that cushion going in. Happy days. Good win. 4-1. Looks great. Feels great. That is the way to do it. Outstretched arms. Nice work, everyone. I'm pleased from what I've seen from this team. Gives me 33 points, as I said. And we're looking for the magic 38, so we're 5 points off of it. So 2 wins. 2 wins, and I think we survive relegation. So, guys, we will look to be back. I think we'll come back and do the... Ooh, what should we do? Because either way, we'll come back and just do the Brighton home. Brighton home. Come back to Brighton home. And the FA Cup game against Wolves. Oh yeah, we got Wolves in the FA Cup, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys that. I think those games will matter, and then we'll look to do some of the lower down games at the end of the season. So yeah, we will be back for the Brighton and the Wolves game. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you for the Brighton and the Wolves game. Thank you very much for watching. If you've watched so far in this series, I think I do get a bit panicky and a bit worried and a bit OTT. I think we're doing okay for a team that should be, with 701 to go down. We were the favourites to finish bottom of the league, so I think we're doing semi-good. So if we can keep up this kind of form going in, we're definitely going to stay up and then look to build for next season and hopefully solidify and push on from there. So thank you very much for all your support. Thank you very much for watching. Comment, liking, subscribing. Please share the videos, all the rest of it. Go back, watch all the old stuff if you haven't. Tune in over on Twitch, as we are live and in the future on Twitch. Much love from me. Peace. Yo, one and all. What is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Plymouth Argyle's Rise to Glory. With me, Crows of Place. And we are back today for the Brighton game, as we said. It's not been great since you left, but it's mixed bag this season. But we are struggling at the moment. I've made a few loan signings and a couple of transfers this window, so hopefully with a bit of luck, they can be kicking off and getting us a bit further. We got so close to signing Endrick, but we'd signed too many youngsters, so we couldn't get him in because the allotted amount of youngsters we got in didn't allow us to. So that was a bit annoying. So without mucking around anymore, let's jump in and find out what's gone on in the time since you've been with us last. So when it comes to fixtures, we left you at the Bournemouth game. No, we didn't. We left you at the Fulham game, which we won 4-1. Now, that was a highlight, and that was absolutely fantastic result. Facundo got 2, Onaher got 1, and I'm pretty sure Shimiti got 1 as well. Yep, to make it 4-1. Which is decent. Then, though, we lost 3-2 to Chelsea, which we were 3-0 down at half-time. Shimiti managed to bag 2 and bring us back, but just didn't have enough fight in us. And then we lost 2-1 at home to Brentford, which is ultimately devastating game. It is absolutely devastating. We need to be drawing those or winning those. 90th minute plus 4 on the clock. Shimiti did get us the goal with an assist from one of our new guys. So let's take a little look at a couple of the transfers we've had in. So we brought a few people in over this window. We brought in Teo Adaramola.
Yeah! Nailed it!
We got him off as a left back, because left back is a position that I just need to fill. Now, he's not quite Premier League total level yet, but I think come the end of the season he should be playing well enough to hold that spot down as his own. We brought back a favourite from last year, who is Gabriel Mazoy. I just wanted some more midfield coverage. We brought in a youngster called Carlos Fernando, who's a left back. He'll be down in he's actually up in our first squad playing now, training. He will be in and amongst the first squad with the ability to play for the under-21s for 60 minutes, just so he gets a bit of football and maintains his football. A couple of players who would have been bought in would be for the under-21 squad, who are autos would have bought. We bought it in Heze from Crystal Palace. We needed another defensive midfielder, and I thought he could come in, really do the job. He's already at a good level for the Championship. He's going to go on to be a good level at Premier League level, and I think he'll give us a bit more than what Canna offers us at the moment. So I'm hoping he can come and do a job. We brought in a youngster called Zigorovic, who has gone straight back out on loan to Ross County. He's going to get some first team football there, and hopefully we'll see some of him in the next few years. So there's a few players we brought in, and it's just really to bolster and strengthen and just to fill up a few positions, as we did sell a few players as well. We did bring in Daniel Ruiz on a free transfer. He did arrive, so he is going to be a player who is going to start for us and play most of the games. I had an idea to play something different, but it didn't quite come to fruition in the end. So that led to the sale of Henrik Pereira, who hasn't had a really good season for me. I don't feel. He was playing like a 658 or 657, and he hadn't set the world on fire. So I felt it was time to move him on, and getting 8.5 raising up to 9.5 seemed like a good deal. Watford came in for Freddie Draper and offered us up to 3 million, so we accepted that as well. Early's moved on to Southend, and Tariq Wright has gone to Derry City, for £2.2 million. So I wish them all luck. So that leads us very nicely into the Brighton game. But Brighton sitting third. They are the surprise package in the Premier League this year, so this is not going to be an easy game, to say the least. So I will name our starting 11, and then I will be right back with you. So looking at the starting 11, we will go with Etienne Green in goal, Sessegnon, Roulat, Namdi Collins, who is our captain and my favourite player of the career so far. He's been absolutely brilliant for us, worth absolutely every penny. Adama Mola.
Yeah! Nailed it!
Adaramola, I'm going to call him. Adaramola, Heze, Mazoy, Whittaker, Onahan, Daniel Ruiz, and Shamiti. I did have a plan where I was going to put Onahan out to the left, Ruiz out to the right, because he is and switch the fight and try and get a support striker, but the support striker I was after ended up going Fulham, the buggers. So yeah, oh well, let's go with this as our team and see how we go. So for this game, what are we going to say? Just stick to, I'm sick and tired of getting these bad results. Pump fist. I'm fed up with our bad form, go up and put an end to it. I do have faith in them to make a difference. Let's go, lads. We are on a bad run of form in the league. We do need to turn it around. Namdi Collins, Shamiti, Heze, Sessegnon. Out to Whittaker on the right. Sends it to the back stick. Oh, and Shamiti's shot was deflected over, as Ruiz manages to knock it back inside. Ruiz, Heze, Mazoy. Oh, unlucky. It's an unlucky switch as well. Adama Mola. I need to practice that name, Shamiti. I think he's offside. I think he is offside. This is happening a lot. I've taught him to beat the offside trap, but he's offside more now than he ever was. So Collins knocks it, Ruiz, and he was just off. Just off. Managed to get there. Good speed, but let's do that again, boys, but onside this time. Come on. So we're not restricting them to. We're not allowing them any shots, which is good. That's what we need to maintain that as an idea. But we need to be getting some of these shots on target and giving ourselves a clear chance to bag a goal. Because Brighton are good. So we've got another encouragement, 15 minutes to go. As I don't want to curse anything. We're looking comfortable. Oh, I'll say that. Now Brighton with a corner, Torres with it. Etienne Green manages to scoop it. I'll demand a little bit more just before the break and see if we can zoop something out of our players. Soppy, Casado straight into the arms of Green, who sends it long. Whittaker manages to pick it up, but the pass was poor. But he does manage to win it back. Switches it in. Yes, and Daniel Ruiz with the header. He's one of the shortest men on the pitch. Yes. Manages to bag one just before half time. It was scrappy to say the least. Morgan Whittaker manages to get it out of his feet. With his weaker foot, knocks it in. And Ruiz, who is not the best in the air, found a yard of space and nods it past Sanchez. I think you're doing well, but there's another gear to take charge of this match. I do believe. Silva hits it. Casado and Brighton now waking up a little bit. So we need to maintain and stay with them. And not start to get sloppy and stupid. "58 minutes gone. I'm in a bit of a tricky position because I don't know if the... Oh yes, and he's going to be onside. He's got to be onside. Yes, 2-0. Who nicked it? And Whittaker didn't give up the ghost. Sessignon went long. Whittaker just kept on chasing up Dunk, who, turned, couldn't get rid of it. Straight into Shamiti. It was in loads of space to make it 2-0 to Plymouth Argyle. I could switch that down to balance now. Jesus, both of those are playing shit. Excuse my French. Maybe just bringing on Carlos Fernando as well. It's just way too risky. Where did it go? 2 subs. Comes to Silva. Nice lads. They're holding off well, but they're getting tired. Ruiz, Ivan, Mzoy for Hannibal. We've got one more. Namdi Collins can stay just because he's essential for Sparrowway. I'm going to give the youngsters a go. I'm not so... I like giving the youngsters a go. It's how they get better. And I'm hoping Brighton will get 3 goals. And if we can get a draw, then fantastic. If we can hold out for a win, absolutely brilliant. Etienne Green to Roulette. Out to Fernando. Gives it in to Ivan, who's dispossessed, but Plymouth managed to crowd the ball and win it back. Oh, it was unlucky. Tried to play through Simiti, but just couldn't get there. Win it. Nice. Lovely ball out to Ivan. Back to Fernando. Gives it inside to Hannibal. Ivan Heze. Unlucky. Yes, get in there, lads. That's a great victory. Simiti had 1 disallowed as well, so it could have been 3. So that is a banging. Outstretched arms. That was nice work, everyone. That is 3 vital points, and those are probably 3 points that keep me up. 36 points. I should hope so now, right? I think we're safe. Not mathematically, but emotionally and statistically. So we will be back for the Wolves game in 7 days' time. I will see you then in a bit. So back we are for the Wolves game, where everybody and their dog seems to think that we're going to lose this, but I'm confident I want us to win it. How are Wolves doing in the Championship? Because Wolves are in the Championship. Oh, they're fast. They're pretty good. So anyway, let's get out there then. I was going to play a weekend scene, but it seems that everyone thinks that we're going to get smashed anyway. I think I might give them a run, see how we get on. Just have a cup run on it. I'll name what I think is a decent starting 11 to try and compete. And we'll be back in a sec. So we will go full strength. As full strength as I possibly can. As full strength as I possibly can. So Etienne Green, Arnau Martinez, who has just returned from an injury. Roulat, Collins, Adama Moa.
Yeah! Nailed it!
Heze, Mizoi, Facundo, Onaha, Daniel Ruiz, and Shimiti up front. We're going to go full strength and give Wolves a proper game. And Dogs cause a few surprises. Fans doing proud. I'm not going to offer faith. It's a bit much for FA Cup, so. But yeah, Wolves are winning. And our form's not quite as consistent as Wolves, so we go into this with a bit of trepidation, but with a belief that I can beat top of the Championship, right? I mean, we are the defending Championship champions of championness. Oh, and Shimiti probably should have done better, but Jose Sa with a good save. It wasn't, no, it's Sanchez. I'm not sure what Sanchez that is, as Jose Sa has gone on to somebody else. Ruiz, though, whips it in. Shimiti hits the post. Oh, so close. And Wolves now can come away as the highlight's not over. Neto. Oh, Etnoy, who Plymouth put in a bid for, and I was very close to signing. Facundo. Always too quick. Always too quick. Always too quick of a highlight to be a legitimate highlight. So, with half an hour gone, I'm going to drop a bit of encouragement. It's looking like an open match. A few shots each end. We're restricting them, which I like. I'm hoping Arnau Martinez can pick up his form that he picked up just before his injury, not at the start of the season. He was just coming into some really good form. Nice work. Okay, so we go in half time at 0-0. You weren't bad, but I believe in you. I have faith. Pump fist. It's got to make a difference today and prove it. Come on, guys. This is your moment. This is your perfect. Bavascu's really letting everybody down. Nice work from Shimiti, who managed to get his head on it. He managed to clear it to the halfway line. Heze puts on a bit of pressure. Oh, they managed to find a way through with Kuna, but it comes back off the post. Let's encourage the players. I don't want them to fall asleep. But it wasn't too far away. Right, I think Mazois and Heze both struggling loads. Doherty. Hannibal. Everyone through the middle of my park is absolutely struggling. So just ringing in a few changes. Add a bit of energy, see if we can create a clear-cut chance as they've come on much stronger in the second half. So I want to demand some more. Come on then, boys. Etienne Green to Roulat. Arnau Doherty. It's almost a dodgy pass from Arnau. Shimiti Ruiz. Oh, he's dispossessed. But Adama does well to get back though. Oh, but we lose it in the midfield. The Pebble Neto is just drilled one wide after a good save from Etienne Green. Into the box, Neto again. I don't fancy a replay. A replay would just be a pain in the ass in the fixture list. So I'm not going to go any more defensive. Or right, Shimiti's not lit the world on fire in this game. Whittaker loses it high up, win it. Collins does well. Hannibal gives it away though. Arnau does win it back. Facundo, Arnau, Doherty switches the play lovely to Ruiz. Ruiz flicks this back post. Oh, and Facundo with a volley. Or a half volley. Smashes it in. Come on. Get off. Ruiz, it took a high one. And Facundo on the volley. Smashes it back across the keeper to make it 1-0. Yes. Ooh, straight away. Atkinson and Sessignon? No, that's just it. Actually, I'm going to bring Arnau off for Sessignon just because Arnau is the one who needed the fitness test. And he's probably the one who's going to be struggling the most as time goes on. Skips behind on the left. Oh, Damaloa does well, just about to get back. Oh, and Etienne Green flaps it. Oh, goodness. Etienne Green went and made life hard for himself as he misjudged that ball coming in. He was under no pressure. I'll bring it down to balanced. Whittaker. No highlights. No highlights is good. That's fine. Absolutely no highlights is good highlights. It's like news. No news is good news. No highlights is good highlights. Oh no. Last second. Neto. Oh, no way. Oh, it's disallowed. Why was it disallowed? Silva was offside? How? He was behind Neto, right? No, he wasn't. Oh. Jesus, I lucked out of that, didn't I? I think we got very lucky. Everyone thought, go on, we won't tell the boys that, but we got hell of a lucky. We'll play the game, but we got lucky in that. We all know I got lucky as hell in that. It should have been 1-1. So, that is actually quite a decent episode, right? Yeah, we won 2 games in a row. There we go. It means probably lose 2 now. So, yeah, we will. We will lose 2. So, we will be back, I think. Yeah, I think we'll keep the cut run going. We'll come back for the unknown 5th round of the FA Cup and the Leeds United game away. I think those would be for the best. And then we'll have the run into the end of the season and we'll work out where we are in the next couple of games. So I'm got to be relatively happy with that episode, haven't we? I mean, it's very few and far between that we get 2 wins in an episode. So one cannot moan at that too much. That's pretty decent going. So I'm gonna leave it right there and say join us again for the 5th round of the FA Cup and the Leeds United away game. I think those would be good games for us to do. So I look forward to seeing you. I hope you look forward to seeing me. Much love from me. Peace. And go, yo, guys and gals, what is going on? And welcome back to another Football Manager episode with me, Crozy Plays. Today we are back for the FA Cup game against Chelsea. since you last left us in the last couple of games, things haven't gone too great. But if you remember, we did have Man United and Liverpool. I feel like I'm full of cold, or I've got a cold coming on. I've been sneezing, stuttering, and all of the rest of it over the past kind of half an hour of doing a stream. And so let's hope the recording goes a little bit better than the stream's gone. So we are back for the Chelsea match and for the Everton at home. So we'll do both of those games today. So let's not muck around and we shall take a look. So yeah, back for the Chelsea game and looking at a couple of games how we've done. So since you left us at the 4th round of the FA Cup against Wolves, we managed to get 2 wins in an episode, which is super rare. We lost 4-2 away at Manchester United, which is a shame and kind of expected, but not the end of the world, I don't think. We also then lost 2-1 at home to Liverpool, where we put on quite a competitive show, where they got one in the 11th early. We managed to equalise in 17, and they managed to bag one in the 86th minute, and then kind of killed the game off. So that leads us into Chelsea looking lots of reds and the odd smattering of green about. We're hoping if we can get 1 win from the 2 games here, we should end up being safe, fully safe from any kind of relegation, I believe. But first fixture is the Chelsea game. So I think we're pretty close to our starting 11, but I will name our best 11, or the 11 I'm going to decide to go in with, and we'll be back for that. See you in a sec. So, a slightly changed 11 going into the Chelsea game. Not what I'd call maybe my strongest 11, but I'm going to try a couple of things which is going to set me in motion for plans for next season, so to speak. So, we've got Etienne Green in goal. Sessegnon in at right back. Relat. Atkinson's coming in. He's not played a game for a while. He needs the fitness. He's been injured, so he's going to get a game in at centre back. Hayden Robbins in at left back. Canna, who's returned from injury as well, at defensive midfielder. Mazoy in the centre. I'm going to move Daniel Ruiz out to the right hand side. Spareway's come in as my support striker, and Ivan, who I'm going to train as my left winger, is going to start the game on the left. That's the one I'm training for next season, I think. It's going to be Ivan on the left, Daniel Ruiz on the right. Smithy up front, as always, because, well, he's the one who gives us the odd goal in and out. And if he can just keep improving, keep slowly getting better. His first Premier League season's gone shockingly bad, but he can only get better, right? So, let's give this a whirl. So, boys, we're going to go pump fist. Yeah, go on then. We've got outstretched arms to give them all the best. We've got pump fist, got faith. Pump fist. Trust you to make a difference and make me proud. I don't rarely ever try that, but let's give it a go. It seemed to juice them up, so let's go with that. Come on, lads, away at Chelsea. This is super tough, but if we could bag it and nick it, Sparrow could have the game of his life for a 17-year-old. That'd be amazing. Sessegnon. Sparrow. He does lose out to Chilwell, and Lukaku's got space, and he finds Havertz. Oh, goodness. And Chelsea come early. Chilwell back off the underside of the bar. I think we'll instantly switch to balance, because they absolutely come out of the blocks then, didn't they? And caught us high up the pitch. As we've had nothing, and they've had everything in the opening 15 minutes. Sessegnon loses out to Chilwell again. But this time Relat beats Lukaku in the air. Sparrow pass one. Ooh. And the shot was deflected back. Away comes Havertz. Switches a lovely inside ball to Lukaku. Turns on the afterburners. And Arsenio is just tapped. He was our crux the last time we bloody played Chelsea. Come on, lads. Encourage. What are... It's a higher defensive line. What if I just play a standard defensive line and whack it back up to attack? Just so it gets the energy back in, but I don't want to keep getting caught in behind. Come on, boys. Goes behind for a corner, for a Chelsea corner. We're not getting nothing. They are absolutely dominating this game. Come on, boys. Let's demand a little bit more with 15 minutes of the half to go. Because we've not had a highlight, and that's always the saddest thing of any football manager half. So if you don't end up having a highlight, oh, no. I'll edit that out. Balls. I tried to edit the F-bombs out. Oh, and Kai Havertz from Arsenio again. Is that the Real Madrid geezer, yeah? How has he managed to flop his way into this Chelsea squad? It is. How has he managed to flop his way in and just play really well against me? He's done piss all else all season. In fact, they don't use him. Well, this attack for next season's got a long way to go. What was that? I'm literally going to say, what the hell was that? Oh, God. Havertz again at the back post. Okay. I guess the art of the game is not to do experiments against Chelsea, because they will absolutely batter you. This has just been proved. There we go, a few subs. It's a shame because we're just on an absolute losing streak lately. We need to try and just turn that around. I don't want to go into like next season on the end of like just doing absolutely dog poop. But this will knock us out of the FA Cup, obviously. And, you know, allow us just to concentrate on getting the end of the season there. Because I'm pretty sure we're safe now. So, very Facundo with a little assist. Bit of a sloppy assist. And Schmidt managed to rise like a salmon. Sessegnon, little ball across. Facundo's assist. Sessegnon in the air. And managed to nod it in. Let's try a little bit of encouragement. I mean, if we can bag another one now. Ruiz has stolen it. Schmidt, Whittaker. Oh, Ruiz does pick up the loose ball. Oh, nearly found its way in. With 51 minutes gone. Chelsea looking comfortable in midfield. Kovacevic, Colwell to Chilwell. Hortu's just come on, I think. Oh, lovely little reverse ball. That was unlucky. It's Chelsea put on the pressure again. At least we're not seemingly getting caught in behind. Ooh, I say that. He says that. Oh, and Haze's given away a penalty. Silly, silly, silly. Come on, boys. We've got so long to go. This is just going to end up being a routing, isn't it? Oh, and Havertz sends him the wrong way. Right, I can't have this being an absolute shit show of a route. Can I make any more subs? No. Come on then, we can't have this. I just don't want, I know it is already a bad route, but I don't want it to be like 8 or 9. For God's sake, lads, this has been an absolute shocking episode. And a shocking game. The game's even worse than the episode. I mean, you guys must be used to me losing by now. I don't plan these games to us to lose. But it seems like every game I do on live stream ends up being a loss. Absolutely shocking. Ruiz with a free kick. Oh, he tings it off the crossbar. It's very unlucky. And the cross back in wasn't too... He's always stolen it as the highlight continues. Gives it back to Facundo. Oh, and back off the bottom of the post. Mazoy, Facundo. Oh, it's almost an amazing ball through the middle, but Ruiz stolen it in. Oh, and he makes it 4-2. Manger, Chelsea trying to play it out from the back. Fofana tried to turn back inside, but Ruiz caught him napping. And that's annoying. I'd be annoyed if I was Chelsea. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. So it looks like the same defeat as what we had against Manchester United. Oh no. Except for, yeah, a lot of these have been from set pieces. Stupid Kai Havertz headers. Who's not even a striker. But 4-2, management doesn't look as bad as 4-1 at least, does it? Just it doesn't look as bad. So, you know, 'tis what it is. That knocks us out of the FA Cup. They put in an effort, that's all I asked for. We were eliminated from the FA Cup. Boo! And we will be back on that sad, super unhappy note for the Everton game. So we will see you in 7 days. So, gang, we are back for the Everton game at home. Where, if we get a win, I'm pretty sure that will be enough to keep us up. Because it will take us a few more points away from Everton as well. And we desperately need it. So, let's get into the game. I will obviously do the bits, name and start 11, and I'm back. There we are, gang. With what I think is my strongest team going into this game. So, Etienne Green, Arnau Martinez, Rolat, Collins, Adama Mola.
Yeah! Nailed it!
Heze, Mazoy, Facundo, Onaha, Daniel Ruiz on the left, and Schmitti up front. Let's hope we can get out there, bag this final win. The win that I think is enough to keep us up, even if we were to lose every other game, which would be devastating. I'd be crying come the end of the season. We need to pick the boys up, end this bad run of form. Philip is bad run of form. Let's put an end to it. Faith. And Faith. Good luck, boys. 1-1. 3 losses on the bounce. It's kind of how our season's going, but this is important. The games against Man United, Chelsea and Liverpool, not so much. As Everton have the opening shot, which is saved by Etienne Green. Mazoy, Collins brings it forward. Heze does well to keep the ball moving. Rolat. As Plymouth are camped. Martinez, Facundo, his 9th goal of the season, makes it 1-0 to Plymouth Argyle. Come on, staying up. That's what we need. Onahan, Mazoy. Ruiz's shot looped, and Facundo had an easy tap in the end. He runs away in joy. Great start, just what we needed. Ruiz got the assist for that as well, which is beautiful because it gets his match that's up. Oh, and Schmitti nods one just wide. Probably could and should have done a little bit better. As Heze pumps one over the bar. Plymouth have started fantastically well. Right hand side. I'm so tempted to sell Arnau Martinez for next season. He's such a shit right back. Could improve slightly. He doesn't fill me with a great deal of joy. Left back is a place I actually genuinely need a left back. So We will be looking for a left back next season for sure. Hesitate. Oh, Wilfred Zaha is allowed to run through the defence. 15 minutes to go. We will encourage them. Openda, Heze could not maintain the ball. And it was given away. Stupidly, it's a stupid goal to concede. It's annoying. It's only their second shot on target. Oh, on the back post, but Ruiz couldn't grow enough. Let's demand more with 5 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Right, so we got the rest of the second half. Try and drag something out of this game. A win was much needed, is what we need. The fans turn out through thick and thin. They've got the ability to prove it. I'm going to go with that as opposed to faith. You've got the ability, go out there and prove it. Drop an encouragement. Openda with the corner. Plymouth managed to deal with it, but Etienne Green just hammers it away, which hands it right back to Everton. Pickford. Ronaldo as well. Mazoi. Oh, Heze. Oh, Facundo just couldn't generate enough power. He tried this stupid chip. The chip is the worst thing. I hope they get rid of it on next year's Football Manager and just do it so less. Like, why don't they just put their foot through chances like that? No one tries to chip 8 out of 10 shots when they're one-on-one. No one does it. Not everyone's messy. Come on, lads. I need to see some more from you. This is a game we need to win. So, we're just absolutely dominating. We're just not putting these chances away. It's Dwight McNeil breaks. Adam Aloha does put a little... Oh, no. No! Fuck off, game! For fuck's sake! Etienne Green makes an absolute howler. What is Etienne Green doing? For God's sake. You got like right on the point here where we're safe, but we just can't get over the line. Come on. Do not lose this game. Whenever we rarely come back when we go down. Not good enough. And the thing is, I haven't got anybody who's like just going to come on and start banging in goals. This is absolutely devastating. We cannot lose this game. Roulette, Hannibal. Oh. Hannibal's corner was good. Away came Everton again. Oh no, does manage to get the blocking. Come on. This is absolutely shit. 2 losses on the bounce. 5, I think it's like 4 or 5 losses on a row now. They're in training tomorrow. There's no getting away from it. It's absolutely dog shit. It was a mistake from Heze as well. The man I brought in not to make mistakes. I don't care. I'm absolutely fucking raging at them all. It's not fucking good enough.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
So, guys, that leaves us in 36 points, 12th place. I should think, but we've got Leeds away next. So, let's have a look at the schedule and find out where the hell we'll come back. I'll come back for the last 3 games of the season. Find out where we are then. Stuff it. It feels like we played so many away games this season as well. It just feels like we played more away games than we have home games, but it's just me being bitter. So, yeah, 4 defeats on the bounce is absolutely atrocious. Especially that last one to Everton, because Everton are struggling. So I'm exasperated with this career. I'm exasperated with this season. So yeah, we're going to call it there. And as I said, I'll be back for the next set of games. I can't even remember what game I said I'll be back for, but I'll be back for the last 3 games of the season, whatever the hell they are. So we're done. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah! Nailed it!
Yo guys and girls, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of Crosey Plays Football Manager. Crosey plays Argyle. Argyle's jaunted to the Premier League. Argyle's jaunted to a Premier League win. Argyle's jaunted to a Champions League win. Argyle's staying up season. We did it. As we've seen in the last episode, I think we've got enough points to be staying up this season. So it's been a mighty good season for us. In our 3rd season, as you know, if you've checked out all the videos before, we got 2 consecutive promotions from League 1 to the Championship, and then from the Championship up to the Premier League. And then obviously season 3 has been our survival, our, what's going to go on with a little bit of backing, a little bit of funds, and a little bit of what's gone on. If you've watched the season so far, it's been a mixture of up and down, but I think overall very successful. So without mucking around anymore, without looking at my ugly mug too much, let's jump in and find out how we've got on since you were last with us. I did say that we were going to be back for the last 3 games of the season, but I just thought I'd play the Southampton game. It's not really got much intrinsic meaning. I didn't want to make this episode sort of drag on too much. I thought once the Arsenal game, which is the last game of the season, is done, then we'll have a little look overall how we've got on, what our players have done, and what our season review is. So I didn't really want to keep us here too long, keep it dragging out. Yeah, so I thought we'd just do the last 2 games of the season, West Ham and Arsenal. Two trips to London for the Plymouth Boys. 2 London teams for the Plymouth Boys to get our teeth into and see if we can get a couple of decent results to end our season in a high. And who knows if we can be a bit of a pain in Arsenal's season. Actually, I don't think so. Who knows? We might be able to allow Brighton to qualify for the Champions League. That'd be cool. If we can manage to bag a win over Arsenal away in our last day. First off, though, is the West Ham United game at home. So let's just check out what we've got on previously. So to be fair, I have no idea where we left off in the last game, if I'm honest with you. All I know was that we played Aston Villa and won 3-1 away. Then we got a 1-1 draw against Southampton at home, which I was a bit disappointed with because, as per usual, we dominated the game. But scorers in the Villa game were Barbascu, Heze and Schmitti popped up with a few goals for us away at Villa, and we managed to turn them over quite decently. And we went 1-0 down to Orsic, and then Schmitti got us another goal. He's actually kicked in form since January's ticked over and managed to get us a few goals in a few games. So we've managed to turn that run of really poor results and tough games into a run of not bad results with only a 2-1 loss to Spurs in 5 games. So I'm not too disappointed at that overall, if I'm being fair to the players and fair to myself. So we will jump right into team selection. I will obviously select the team and I'll be right back with you as usual. So see you in a bit. So team set. Etienne Green and go. He's just returned. He's probably been my favourite player this season. My player of the season personally. He has done fantastically well for us. Yes, he's conceded goals, but we were expected to get very much relegated. He has come on leaps and bounds this season. Still in 24, plenty of time to progress, plenty of time to get better. I am 12 clean sheets overall in the league, which I am absolutely chuffed to pieces with. So Etienne Green, Arnaud Martinez, Roulat, Collins, Sessegnon, Heze, who's been playing really well last few games, Hannibal, Daniel Ruiz is going to start out on the left because I'm going to look to play him there more next season. Sparroway in the centre as he's getting games just so he can progress. Been playing well as well in his last 5. Ivan, who keeps playing really well in the under-21s, and I've used him quite a lot on that left wing in the last few games. So he is breaking his way into very much becoming a first team player for us. And Schmidt up front, who is wanted, which is worrying. So let's give it a whirl and see how we go. So we'll pump our fists. Yeah, media's giving us some praise. We'll go out. No, I won't do Faith this though. We'll give Faith a whirl for the last game away at Arsenal. So our form's a little bit mixed. She always looks better when there are wins, but I am very much happy with it being 3 wins out of the 5, as I said. If we can win 3 of every 5 games every season, we'll do alright, I think. So let's go home. We invite West Ham to travel to Home Park. Martinez unlucky. Oh, I mean, that's absolutely disgusting. Why is it glitching like that? Fantastic ball over the top. And Schmidt is onside. Yes. But I apologise. I have no idea. All of a sudden, my graphics have just been glitchy. Horrible. As we make it 1-0. I've got to try something because that is absolutely terrible. 1-0. That is what we need. I've tried to turn some of the settings around to see if we can stop it glitching on the highlights. I do apologise for the last couple of episodes. I have no idea what's going on with my computer. That's Trevor Chalobah. Nods it in and it's still doing what it's doing. I have no idea why. Poor goal to concede so quickly. Piss poor goal to concede so quickly. Who'll drop an encouragement bomb? Part of me just hopes there isn't many highlights, if I'm honest with you, because I don't want it to be rubbish. Oh, now Martinez. Roulette. If anybody has any suggestions of what I can do to make my computer work again, please let me know. I've tried absolutely everything. I might uninstall Football Manager and reinstall it. Oh, and Schmidt. Because I'm not even, I thought it would be when I was on the internet, but I'm not online at the moment. I'm not streaming. This is just a recording. Oh, just missed on the... I'm going to set up some set pieces. Spare away. He's playing very well. Let's encourage the boys with a few minutes to go. There's not a lot's coming. It's quite an even half. West Ham are having their chances, that's for sure. Heze's not playing as well as he's played in the last couple of games, that's as well. Sends it. They win it as well now. Picks it up. Sends it down the line to Ruiz, who just couldn't get past Emerson, but wins it back. Roulette brings it forward. Knocks it forward. And now gone on. Heze with a good ball to the back post. And Ivan coming in. He couldn't see it because of the horrible glitches, which I apologise for profusely. Pause. Just play it normally, please. And Ivan Rose, he's a good size as well for an inside forward. I like them being tall. For cutting in and getting to the back post, that counts. So, 2-1 at half time, that's decent. So, we will pump our fists. I think it's justified the recent plays. They seem motivated. Let's give it a go. Skamaka. Straight away from half time. Oh shit, mate, he does well. Oh, but he gives it back to Bowen. Collins. Oh, it's going to check VAR. Looked like a good tackle to me. Come on, ref. No VAR. No. No penalty. Yes. Whoa. Anxious start to the first half for Plymouth Argyle, but Namdi Collins' tackle was on the money. Had to be. You got Ivan with the free kick from distance. Schmitty, oh, just knocked it over the bar. We're playing nice football and we're starting to pull away and holding some possession. I'm going to have to take Ivan, who is seemingly struggling. Sparroway's playing well. Schmitty is struggling as well. So yeah, let's try Whisker up front. It's not going to hurt too much. Heze with that yellow card is worrying me, so Kana can come on. And we can leave it with the 3 for now. Midfield centre and left back are my priorities in the window. Hayden Robertson come on for us. Hannibal for Missouri. All of our subs done. Plenty of fresh legs on. Let's try and hold this, lads. I want them two to be all not. Let's go. Oh. Right now to Kana. Back to Roulat. Missouri. Oh, tried to knock it through. Ings on the right. They're giving too much time. Oh, Hayden Roberts, left back. Hayden Roberts needed to get out to that, didn't he? Look how much time. Get to him. Get to him. Get to him. Get to him. Just get to him. Oh. Couldn't defend the second ball. Dog shit. Come on. Demand more. Come on. Allow me to demand more. Come on. Come on. No. Whew, that wasn't too far wide, was it? Disappointing again. 2 home draws. Disappointing. Disappointing, lads. I'm disappointed at that. Should be winning them. Keeps us above West Ham by 4 points. Means we'll end above West Ham anyway. West Ham can't leapfrog us. Nor can Villa. So we're going to finish as high as 12th this season, which is not bad. Mid-table. So I will be back for the last game of the season, which is Arsenal. I will have a play around and find out what the hell I can do about all this glitching and stuff. And we will be back for that. See you in a bit. So we are back for the Arsenal game away at the Emirates. As I said, lowest we can finish is 12th. So we will see if we can. We can't finish any higher than 10th. So let's hope we can hold on to 10th place, because that'll just mean a couple more quid in the bank and the board will be a bit more happy and maybe willing to give us a little bit more going into next season. So let's name our team, not muck around, and I'll be back with the named 11 in a bit. So there we have it. Going into the final game of the season, our starting lineup is Etienne Green, Martinez, Roulat, Collins, Fernando. I'm going to give the youngster a little wow. Bring him in and just give him a game. Just he needs a progression. He's in a decent league too, but Arsenal away, we can only finish as low as 12th. I'm not terribly expecting too much from this game. So let's give a youngster a wow. In Heze, Hannibal, Daniel Ruiz, Babascu, Callum Wright on the left-hand side, due to the fact that Ivan played for the under-21s and he's unfit. So unfortunately, he's going to miss the last game of the season. And Samiti up front. Sprayway also is exhausted. So they're both probably going to miss this last game of the season, which is a shame because I wanted to give them both some game time in this game. Ooh, progressing great years. Progressing great. Let's get into this. So, final game of the season. Pump your fists. Go and give the fans one last massive hoo-ha. One last big game. Let's go, lads. Ooh, look like our Arsenal kind of. I might do is just lower the highlight speed for this game. Watch the highlights a little bit slower. Hopefully that might stop a bit of the glitching. I did quickly restart Football Manager between the games. I obviously saved it and carried on. Callum Wright has picked up. Okay, so Whittaker. I'm going to swap Ruiz and Whittaker over. There we go. As Ruiz can naturally play on the left anyway, so it's not going to put me out too much. I definitely need a better midfield centre and a left back. They are my aim positions for the summer, where we need to try and improve and make ourselves a bit better. Oh, now Martinez has picked up a knock as well. Stephen Sessignon can come in. That's 0-0. No highlights. What an absolutely boring half. There's not a single highlight has come in for us. So, Odegaard. Onahan couldn't win it back. Zinchenko. Oh, and the first highlight goes to Arsenal. And they do score. Is it offside? It looked like it was onside to me. Look, there was too many in the middle keeping them on. Oh, it was disallowed. Lucky. Okay, so that ends it. Keep working hard until full time. Come on, lads. Roulette. Back to Collins. Oh, Fernando. Cheeky little ball to Ruiz. Oh, was Ruiz onside? We will go to VR. Again, it did look like he was. Oh, it was disallowed. He was just offside. Oh, by quite considerable amounts. Timber. Oh, they got cuts inside still. Oh, and Heze. Looked like it was rash. And it's a penalty to Arsenal. I cannot stand the highlights this slow. I'm sorry, guys. We'll watch this penalty and then I will speed them back up. Oh, and Saka scores. I will drop a bit of encouragement and see what we can do. Oh, Etienne Green wasn't too far away, was he? But a great penalty nonetheless from Bukayo Saka. Timber. Oh, Saka does good. Just couldn't keep the shot down. We'll drop down to balanced. Ruiz steps up. Oh, it's ambitious, but worth a dig. Definitely worth a dig. Arsenal been the better team. They have been dominating. Drop another encouragement. We'll go a bit shorter and keep it like that. And we'll see if we can just maybe create something. Actually go work a ball into the box as well. He's picked up a knock, so Cannon will come. What? What? No, I haven't. I haven't made all four. I haven't. No, I haven't. Piss off, game. Why does it piss off? It's annoying sometimes, isn't it? Just allow me to make 5 subs anywhere. Because now we're going to be basically a man down. With Heze struggling so much and Smith Rowe, Green managed to gather as the shot was blocked. Oh, we're getting shafted. Sesson couldn't quite carry it enough. Fernando just couldn't get the header back inside as Arsenal come forward. Oh, that was a hell of an effort and a good save again from Etienne Green. And again. So thanks to Etienne Green, we would be down and out of this game. Oh, Mikhail Saka. He missed by what looked like a country mile, but I bet that was way closer than what it looked. So, let's have a quick look. Can we find out where we're going to finish 11th? If all stays as it is. Collins just couldn't get it. And Gabriel Jesus just couldn't get it past Etienne Green again. He's been solid. No beef keeping him next season as my number 1. And that was the most pointless corner highlight you'll ever see. Can't be too disappointed. 1-0. I'm proud of your efforts. It just wasn't to be. I thought it was a decent effort from the lads. As we end the season in 11th place, as I said. Not the worst, is it? We could have ended in 10th, but we were miles off Chelsea. Even, equally as far off of relegation, so not bad. 19 mil for our mid-table finish, not the worst. Record high for us, 11th in the Premier League. Goal difference of -5. I'll try and sort that out. Bellingham was 1. Schmitti has won under 21 Player of the Year, which I'm genuinely surprised at because he really didn't bag a goal until November. Onahan is progressing, which is good. Even better going into next season, especially if we can avoid any injury. And our transfer budget going into next season is going to be 45 mil. So that's not terrible at all again. We had 36 last season, 45 this season. Plus as well, I think we asked the board for more money midway through and they did give us it. So they are investing quite a lot. So that's really good. So I'll have a look at our end of season review. And then we'll call it there. And we will be back again for the Home Park Cup as we did last season. And a transfer review and find out what players we've got at that point on from there. So let's have a look how our season's gone. I think, actually, I'm not sure who's going to be new arrivals, obviously, but I think Etienne Green was my favourite. They'll rate Schmitty. We've had Schmitty for 3 seasons, so I knew he was going to be okay, but I think for the deal we got him at 17.25, I think it was a decent deal. I'm not too chuffed with Facundo. I thought he did well. I think that was a really decent signing. Yeah, Etienne Green I thought was fantastic. He's been my signing of the season. Namdi Collins also did a great job. He's going to keep on hopefully getting better for us and end up being he could still improve, so yeah, end up being a fantastic defender for us. Hopefully in the world class bracket. Ivan, decent deal, 8 million. That's going to be fantastic long term. Heze was expensive overall, but he's come in, he's 4 assists in 12 games, 1 goal, 15 million overall, so not a bad signing. So he will obviously go on and hopefully keep us stable next season. Brian Ruiz on a free transfer was fantastic, not having to pay for his wage. Absolute bargain for Babascu overall when I look back at it, bearing in mind we only paid 9.75 for him, so what's he valued at currently? Be interesting to find out. Well, he's only 15 to 22 million, but hopefully he can keep on improving and get better for us. Roulat at 8 million, I thought was a decent signing. Arnau Martinez is finally Premier League standard, so he'll be good. Hannibal, I think he had the weakest of the signings I had. I was disappointed with him overall. I don't think he played too well, but you know, not every signing you get can live up to expectation. Sessegnon was decent sub, decent backup. He will be around next season, I'm sure. So looking overall, the board is super happy with us. B- in the FA Cup. No, knocked out by Chelsea 4-2, which isn't too shameful in the 4th round. West Ham was the 3rd round, so hopefully we can do a bit better in the Carabao Cup next season. But looking at the league, that's overall good. Biggest wins, 4-1 against Fulham. Match to remember was a 1-0 win against Chelsea. I think that was opening day, wasn't it? Pretty sure that was. Pretty sure that was opening day of the season. And the goal of the season went to Heze late on against Aston Villa. Should we have a little look at it? Right, picked it up. Sessegnon, Heze. Oh, just placed it. Slotted it. His only goal was goal of the season for the club. Can't moan at that. So looking back, super happy season. Sponsorship went up, obviously. Broadcasting rights went up a little bit from 2 million last season to 88 million this season. That's fantastic. Corporate hospitality went down, which I'm not sure if we're doing stadium upgrades, but that could be the only reason I can think of for that, to lose money. Unless they're on deals from the last few years, so hopefully they'll get renewed and get some more money. Our match day commercial revenue went down as well, which you'd think being in the Premier League that would go up, but also we didn't play as many games in the Premier League, so that could be a reason for it. Schmitty was best on shirt sales, having showed 18,000 shirts. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Not very many, but that's cute. So yeah, our best team of the season was, quite close to that. I'd maybe have Ruiz in there for Ivan overall. Facundo definitely did well on loan. Canna had longer. Midfield, looking at it, was shocking. Hayden Roberts at left back was shocking. So those are 2 positions we need to improve next season. Player of the season, Yusuf Schmitty. Young player of the season, Schmitty. Signing of the season, Schmitty. He's obviously gone on to be fantastic. Schmitty was our top goal scorer. Goal of the season, as we've seen, was Heze. Most assists for Facundo with 8. Man of the matches, 5 for Schmitty. Average rating 7.1. And the most passes completed per game was Namdi Collins. So breaking records here on the right hand side. We sold Pereira 8.43 and we bought in Schmitty for 15. So there we have it, guys and girls. That is the end of the episode. As I said, looking back, as I said before, that's a really, really, really good season. I'm really chuffed with that overall. So, can't moan. Yusuf Schmitty did end up coming on strong in the season to carry us on his back a little bit. If he had done that a little bit earlier in the season, who knows, we might have been competing for maybe the top 7. I know that sounds ridiculous, but yeah, just a lack of quality at the back, which we can improve on this season. If I can improve on in the summer with some signings and make us a little bit better, a little bit stronger, we will hopefully come back and look to kick on into maybe 10th to 7th somewhere next season will be our aim. Mid-table strength. Thank you very much for watching. please comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you at the aptly named Home Park Cup with Transfer Roundup and the Home Park Cup to see if we can win the second Home Park Cup we are starting up. So thank you very much for watching. Much love from me. Peace.